What's going on, everybody? Movie 186 with you guys once again with the overrated podcast. What the hell was that?
Wait, why are you continuing with the intro?
Oh my god. The overrated podcast episode 127. I am Movie 186. Once again, I'm here with you guys, and with me is Traditionalist 101. What's going on?
Yes, Traditionalist 101. Have to hold on to tradition. And this is just having once again, always like to poo-poo people's, encouragements or
Encouragement?
excitements
No, 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 it's not. No, don't do that.
or
Don't do that. Don't do
excitements.
that. Don't
You,
do
you,
that.
al- you always have something
Don't do
to,
that.
to complain about. You always like to ruin the mood, I should say. Yes,
No,
that's
no,
you.
no, no.
That's you.
No one
That's
told you to do double point on the camera. Like, no, we're good. And what's going on?
I'm just saying that's how you are. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, everything is pretty good. Um, the weekend was all right. I mean, it was mainly work. Unfortunately, I had to work, on a Saturday, just for a few hours, couple hours. So, I guess overtime is decent to some degree. But yeah, like that was fine. Still healthy. Going to some I spent some time with my sister, Jessica. Shout out to you. She finally bought me. I think it was a total of 10. It was somewhere around that range, around like 10 comic books um uh, that she promised that she would have gotten me last year in July. Last year, and she finally she came through, and we went to the comic book store on Sunday after church, and then she got me a few comics, and I got some comics myself. But it was a lot, so I'm not gonna share what I bought today. Maybe next week. So overall, it was a very good weekend. And you're next.
No, same old, same stuff, different day. Yeah, pretty much, nothing major. Just living life as you just living life. So
Okay.
so
You still enjoying the new place?
yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm living here.
I
So
mean, you could still, express how you feel about the place. To me, I think the place looks awesome.
yeah.
I would definitely say the neighborhood is what really surprised me.
Yeah, I mean, it's isn't close, so but it is quiet. I mean, we don't. We do have security guards, so that might help. But it's not
Hmm.
like it's not a gated community. So for it not to be a gated community and be quiet like that, that's actually pretty impressive. So
Yeah, yeah.
because like I said, I would argue the place we lived in before
Oh
is even
gosh.
more of a gated community. But there's always some bullshit going on there all the time, especially at night. So,
I
so
wouldn't
for
I
this,
wouldn't I wouldn't really call that a gated community.
no, but
It's
but you
never
get but you get
closed.
but you get what I'm saying. Like it's a lot harder to get to my place before than it is now. If you get what I'm saying, because you have to go inside the complex, you have to go inside the building, and then you have to pretty much you have to go in the room. Like here, I can randomly just drive up here and just be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. But
Your former community is a fake community. Like there may be security guard there, but you could still drive up to it as much as you want. Like there's no gate
yeah,
enclosure. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. But like to get into my place would be harder than it would be to do it here.
Yeah.
So all right. So yeah, Malta is ready for the show. What's going on, man? Ruben is here. How you doing, man? It
What's
says
going
it's snowing.
on?
Says it's snowing over there. So I mean, have fun with that. And yes, I don't have a camera. Still don't have a camera.
Have you ever seen snow? By the way, I'm just curious.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Like of course, I've seen it, but I haven't actually experienced, throwing snowballs or anything like that. But that is something that I do want to experience one day. But if it's snowing up there like now, like that's wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, I mean, we're still in the winter time, so I guess it's not that it shouldn't be that surprising. But I hope you're having fun up there, man. Make your snowmans and your playing snowball fights. Hope you're having fun. Shout out to you anyway, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we do have a lot of topics. Hopefully these topics won't take forever. But yeah, man, we might as well.
The topics that we have, like I still believe when we have multiple topics like this, we should do 2 podcasts. But we'll see how it goes, today. If it doesn't take long, then. But you are assuming that these topics are not going to take long, so we'll see what happens. So
no, they shouldn't take long. They shouldn't take long. So, Ruben said it's my first time actually seeing snow. I had 1 inch before I left. This is way more. So, all right. Well, I mean, I guess congratulations. I guess I don't know. I'm not interested in dealing with snow.
Oh, by the way, Hubi, were you when you went to the game night? Did you see Ruben?
No.
Oh,
no,
that's right.
He got there before. He got there right after we left.
Yeah. After we left, that's when he came. Okay, yeah. So you didn't see him. One last thing about your community, at least they don't play games over there. Like after I helped you move, I saw one of the cars. I was literally right across the street from you. Had one of his wheels booted. So,
really?
Yeah, I was like, oh snap!
I didn't see that.
Yeah. The first thing that came to my mind is, wow, someone's not going to be happy in the morning. I didn't know. I didn't see like any type of notice or signs in your community that says that you can't stay there overnight or anything. So I was trying to figure out why he got his car booted. So
yeah, I would like to know that too, because if we're gonna do gatherings at my place,
yeah,
I got to figure out what the parking situation is, because now we have neighbors now, so
you have people that just moved in.
Yeah, so I can't use their parking space no more.
Crap.
So I mean, they have openings. They do have parking openings, but I don't know if I don't know if I can use them. So I have to, I'll talk to the security guard about that eventually. I'll talk to him about it.
Yeah, if we could have game night, sometime next month or the month after, because again, your place is awesome, and I love the space, especially downstairs in the living room. I love the space that you have there. So yeah, I guess you could just keep us posted, like what's the rules and regulations over there, so that way I don't get my car booted either.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I got you. Anyway, all right. First topic, you want to talk about the All-Star rating. So I mean, there you go.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the All-Star ratings, and once again, I would like to say I told you so. Movie 186.
Mm-hmm.
I told you so, and as a request, from Malta, he wanted to. But I'll play that audio later when it comes to Adam regarding to Adam Silva. And I thought it was very funny how he didn't seem to be very happy after the results of the NBA All-Star game. But knowing that the NBA All-Star game is over, the regular season is finally back, and before I start, there seems to be a lot of brawls that was happening just this past weekend, like with is Jimmy Butler still suspended?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
And,
he gets choked.
I wanted to know your opinion on that before.
Yeah, he gets choked, but yeah, he gets suspended. It don't make no sense.
And how many days he suspended for?
Just one game.
Okay, so just one game. Okay, yeah. There was that situation, and I think Golden State had an issue also. I can't remember who, but I think Golden State had a little a little issue Kevin Durant having issue, with the fans, and he actually said something, about that, about being called the B and everything. And I'm just like, all right, bro, like dude, just go play your basketball game. Like, stop being all sensitive. Like, I don't know what's going on with these players, but they're acting too sensitive in my opinion. But anyway, I want to share this this graph, real quick, so I could show you guys and gals what's the issue with the NBA All-Star game. So these numbers here will speak for themselves. These numbers here will speak for themselves. So this graph, as you can see, go as far as all the way from 2003. Back when you and I was in high school, mind you. Back when you and I was in high school. And back then, as you can see, 2003 was the last time where you had, get this graph out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all right, anyway. Where it was 10.8 million viewers. Okay. So as you continue to go year after year after year after year, the numbers, start to, wane and, go down a little bit. They start to go down a little bit. Back in 2011, I believe that was the year when LeBron made that decision to go to Miami. The ratings went back up to 9.1 million. Man, this thing is so freaking annoying. But then it goes down again, then it goes up again, then it starts going down. But as you continue to go further along, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, now you go to 2023. Now, this is just last year. 2023 was last year, which is the far worst ratings from what the article is saying of all time. This year, just passed, we have 5.5, which is the second worst of NBA history. Now, let me say this.
Can I ask you a question?
Did
the ratings go up?
Yeah. It's still the second worst.
Did the ratings go up?
It's still the second worst.
Did the ratings go up?
That doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
No, it doesn't, because it's awful. This is terrible.
No.
What do you mean no?
The ratings went up.
Is it good? Is 5.5 good ratings?
I have no idea.
Oh, no. I'll answer the question for you. No. The answer is no.
But here, okay, Steve. Here's the thing, right? If the rating had continued to go down, let's say if it went from 4.6 to 4.4, then I can somewhat understand where you're coming from. But the ratings went up. And furthermore, I would argue that over the past, 4, 5, 6 years, right? The ratings are indicative of what's going on with TV in general. Right? As as people cut the cord, people watch stuff differently than they used to. Back in the day, is really all you really had was cable. That was it. Okay. Or at least in this case, because the game for the longest time has always been on TNT. So we'll stick to that metric, right? So the game. But here's the thing, right? You tell me. Oh, the game used to be competitive back when we were younger.
Yes,
now not so much.
Stand by that.
But here's the problem. You went from 2003, almost 11 million viewers, all the way down to 8 million viewers in 1 year. Right? We don't know if the game was competitive or not, because I maintain that no one actually gives a damn about the All-Star game. No one cares. There are very few memories that conjure up from those games. Very few. Right? But you see the rating keep going down as guys like Kobe Bryant, and all those competitive guys that you always like to talk about, they're playing in these games, right?
Yeah,
These
Kobe,
games are
Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, CP3. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
and these so-called competitive games, the rating keeps sliding. Then you get a minor bump, then it slides again. Then you get a big bump. I don't know what 2011. I think that's you said that was the decision, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but you had a big bump right there. But ever since then, it hasn't reached those numbers.
You don't think so? Because I think once he made that decision, that was a big deal, and
No,
the
it was a
huge
big deal. It
rivalry.
was a big deal.
Yeah, with the huge rivalry with him, in Boston. Yeah, I think that had. I'm not saying that was the full reason why it went up to 9 million, but I do think that had something to do with it. I think it was a factor.
Well, I mean, we don't it is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I'm trying to explain,
Yeah,
to you, is that ultimately the ratings by and large have gone down, right? But you're saying, oh well, you're saying that you're right, but you're not right because the ratings went up from last year. And according to the article I have, because I knew you were gonna try to pull this BS on me. I was trying to figure out if you were gonna say that I was right or you're wrong, or I thought you were just gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be like, oh well, I might have been wrong here, but you didn't do that. But it said that a year after record low viewership last year, the game saw a 14% increase in viewership with 5.5 million viewers and a 20% increase of 11.6 million unique viewers watched the East beat the West 211 to 186. Right? So what they mean by unique viewers is like people who watched it, through their phones, through streaming, all other streaming apps like Roku or whatever. So again, I'm not saying that the game is going to go back to where it is. I don't think it's never going to go back to where it is. It's just not.
right.
Because part of the reason why, and I was listening to a podcast talking about it, and it's just that like, to me, you see these guys play all the time. You like before, it was rare to see guys like let's say if you're living in Golden State, right? Let's say you're living in that area, right? You didn't have League Pass back then. All you really had was, if you had a satellite dish, you can watch these games. If not, then you really couldn't. All you had was newspapers, stuff like that. As the game becomes more accessible, the idea of watching these guys play, I mean, frankly, a meaningless basketball game is not going to drive ratings. It's just not. Like, maybe if they tried harder, maybe it might spark some interest, but I don't think it. I don't think it does. Because at the end of the day,
say that again. You don't think it does what now?
I don't think them being competitive is going to drive ratings to the point where it's going to get like millions upon millions of views. I just don't think so. At least not for an exhibition game. And I think guys realize that.
When you say guys, you mean NBA players?
Yeah.
And you think you believe that even if what you're saying is true, you believe that actually helps the product? I don't think so.
I mean, it depends. It depends because, like I said, you and everyone else keep talking about how the All-Star game was dog shit, but the ratings went up.
It was crap. And it was so garbage to you that you didn't even bother watching not one quarter of it.
Yeah, but the ratings went up. That's the thing. The ratings went up. And again, I don't know if it's going to go up next year. I don't know if it's going to go up next year. It likely will go down. But I'm looking at this graph and ever since 2003, it hasn't even come close to it. And I know you sprinkled in some competitive games here over the past couple years. I know you have. I know we've seen some.
Like, well, I mean, after 2000 and let me see. I think after 2000 and I would argue like 2012 or 13. I think that's when it really starting to be an issue where the players didn't really care at all anymore.
I guess, but the biggest drop off that I see here is 2003 to 2004. That's the biggest drop off.
2003, 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then ultimately,
well, I would say 2011 and 12 is probably the biggest one.
Let's see, 11 and 12. $2 million. Yeah, $2 million. $2 million viewership drop off. No. The 0304 is worse.
Okay, by a little bit. I see it. Yeah, by a little bit.
But like, I to me, I just look at it like, I guess viewership nowadays, they look at it like, oh well, I get to see my player in the All-Star game. Now it's like, I mean, I don't think fans of the NBA teams care that much. Like me personally, I didn't care because I know Bam Adebayo was in the All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do much, but even when Dwayne Wade won MVP, I didn't even watch the game. I didn't watch the game. And he won, and he's my favorite basketball player of all time, and I did not watch.
Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You talking about his last year being in the
the last year I watched that.
Okay,
that was special. But when he won MVP, I think it was 2009 when he won MVP in Dallas. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game because all these times, if I had nothing better to do, then I'll watch it. But if I have something better to do, then I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to waste my time. Because at the end of the day, no matter who's in the game, at the end of the day, it's a meaningless game. Like I said last week.
But even if you feel that way, it's still a game where you don't see multiple superstars. Like it's a one in a lifetime experience for basketball fans to see the top tier guys going head to head with one another. You don't see that in a basketball game because typically each team will have probably one, maybe two elite stars per team. At least the best one. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like Boston and the Nuggets and things like that. So you usually typically won't have 4 or 5 elite guys going head to head with one another. You only see that in the All-Star game.
I understand that, but if they're not trying, then what's the point?
And that is why I said, even if what you're saying is correct, it still doesn't help the product. It still doesn't overall help the product. All it will do is just cause a huge disdain to the product to where people are not going to watch, and people are just gonna say, well, I'm just gonna do something else and not waste my time investing, whether it's buying tickets or investing time watching it on TV. People are just not going to do that, and the ratings they show it now.
No, they don't. That's what I'm trying to get to your head. They don't show that.
They show it. 5.5 is bad. 4.6 is bad.
No. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
We are doing it because.
In your opinion, what is bad? What is bad in your opinion?
What's a bad rating?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm seeing here, to have a huge event like an All-Star game, where, like you said, when it comes to All-Stars, there is like a popularity contest, unfortunately, like you had said, right? You also said it's a time where they're just not elite stars, but they're pretty much celebrities. You said that also. And a lot of people agree with you when it comes to that. And when they all come together, you could only generate 4.6 and 5.5 in recent years, to me, that's terrible. That's terrible to me.
So you're telling me that going from 10.8 to 8.2, that's not terrible?
But at least 8.2 people are still watching.
All right, but no, that you see, that's what you. This is what I don't like what you do. You're trying to say that the rating, just because it's you put an arbitrary number into what a great rating is, when you have no idea what the NBA considers a great rating. You have no idea. All I know is that when you have a major drop off from year after year, that's not good. That's not good. But if you have an increase, that's obviously better than last year. That's obviously better than last year. Like, this is a $1 million increase, a 1 million viewer increase from last year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I get it. These are the 2 worst years for the All-Star game, but people watch the game differently now. People do. And maybe part of the reason why the viewership is low because the players don't try. I'm not saying what you're saying is completely wrong. What you're trying to say.
It sounds like it, but go ahead.
No, what you're trying to say is that you're trying to conflate these 2 ratings together as if they're bad. When I'm telling you that the game increased by over 1 million viewers. When you're saying, "Oh, nobody's watching," there's more people watching more than last year. And what if the rating go up even more next year?
I doubt that. You would not put money on that one. I guarantee you, it's not going to go up.
All right, would you have thought it would have gone up after last year's game? Because remember, you complained about last year's game also.
Of course, a lot of people did.
I guarantee you would have thought that the rating was going to continue to go lower and lower, but that didn't happen.
I thought it was probably either going to go lower or just stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying?
But that did not happen.
No, it didn't happen. But still, to have 5.5 is nothing to celebrate about.
But what's the line of demarcation then? Well, how much should the All-Star game be? How many people should be watching the All-Star game?
When it comes to having elite players playing together, you should have a lot of people watching the game. It should to me, it should be nearly the same amount as you watching a playoff game.
What?
Yes.
Steve, even no. Yes. Absolutely not.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes. Again, this is a one in a lifetime event. It only happens once every season, where you have the top guys playing
that makes together. What you just said make no sense. Once in a lifetime and once in a year is not the same.
Well, you know what I'm. Well, when I mean one in a lifetime, like
the dream team is once in a lifetime. This is once a year, annually.
Once a year. That's fine. Once a year.
And the playoffs will always be more. Should always have more viewership because those are the games that actually matter the most.
Okay, but when you are having a celebration and you're celebrating a league, you're celebrating these players, you're hyping up the whole entire, and during the whole All-Star break for a whole week. You're hyping it up, all the you being sponsored by all these companies. You would expect majority of the people who enjoy basketball to watch the game. So yes, that's why I said it should have similar ratings to an NBA playoff game. Absolutely. If you are a huge fan of basketball and you're seeing LeBron James in the same court with Steph, in the same court with KD, in the same court with Tatum and Joker and all these other guys, and Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid, all in one court together, you should expect ratings to be high.
Not higher than a playoff game. Not higher than that, especially if it's a playoff game that's like between rivals. Absolutely not, because that's where you're gonna get your best basketball. Not in some random All-Star game.
Well, as a request, from Malta, I'm going to play this, real quick. I believe it's this one here. So this is for you, Malta. You wanted to hear what Adam Silver had to say and you could just hear
make this quick because we should have done this last week.
You should have. Well, again, I like to support.
Understood. But play.
Very much into your sons as well. And to the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you scored the most points. Well, congratulations.
Okay. Let me. I want to say this, real quick. I want to say this, real quick. Wait, let me do it one more time.
Well, congratulations.
He says you scored the most points. Well, congratulations. Adam Silver couldn't even help himself. He couldn't help it. He knew that this was a disappointed result of a freaking playoff game, an All-Star game. He wasn't happy. The guy was not happy. And usually when it comes to announcing, a winner winning an MVP, there's supposed to be, some type of celebration, but he didn't look happy. He didn't sound happy. And to me, Adam Silver, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. You are you should if this was David Stern, this would have never happened. We will never have ratings this low if David Stern was still commissioner of the league. At least in my opinion.
I don't agree with that at all. But
why? Why not?
Because I think these ratings are going to be what they are no matter what. These ratings are going to be, like I said, people are cutting the cord more than ever. This was going to happen no matter what. There's nothing to do with David Stern or whoever else. At least in my opinion.
No, I think you're wrong when it comes to that. All right, so I have two things. I have two solutions before we move on. I have two solutions how I think we could fix this. This atrocity of an NBA All-Star game. Maybe and perhaps
didn't we talk about that last week about the stuff that we would do to fix the game?
No, you did. Yeah, I think you mentioned facing the world, and that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But this I wanted to play this real quick because this is what Kevin Garnett had to say. So let me play this real
my
quick.
Computer's frozen, so hold on. Is it audio?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can play the audio. It should play, but my computer's frozen right now.
Crap. All right. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it playing?
Hang on. Crap.
Yeah, my computer is completely frozen right now. Yeah, I can barely hear it.
You can't hear it?
Nah, I can barely hear it.
Crap. Yeah, since your thing is frozen, I don't think you'd be able to hear because I think you have to share it in order for me to crap. That sucks. All right, hang on. Yeah. Wait, I think I know how I'm going to do this. Hang on. Let me see. Let me know if you can hear it now.
All right.
Did you hear that?
No.
Huh, what the heck? Okay. Yeah, since you can't. Oh wait, hold on. I have an idea.
Okay, I'm back by the way.
Oh, you back?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Yeah, I couldn't believe that you wasn't able to hear it. All right. All right, here it is.
Been passed down. And you know where it started? The Nike in the league didn't actually put pressure on LeBron James to get in the fucking dunk contest.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Y'all niggas protect that nigga all the fucking time. Let's keep it real.
You said it earlier.
That's real.
You said it.
Y'all should have made that nigga get in the dunk contest. Now Zion, hey, all these niggas think they don't have to get in it. Real shit.
But you said it earlier.
The element of defeat.
The All-Star game was really a platform,
trampoline,
a trampoline for you to show off your brand, who you are, and
what you got coming out.
Facts. So now, when you got social media to do all that, by the time you get the All-Star, I mean, you already got a big enough following that you don't really need that platform. You got your own individualized platform through social media.
What we are seeing is the disconnect from the older generation, the Jews you get from the old head, and then coming in here knowing how to actually be not only professional, but be an all-star. Know how to actually talk and deal with the all-star director to say, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm not doing. And then managing your time. Because if not, the league will use you the whole day. Hold on. I got to get some rest. I got to get some shots up. And then, two, I got something I'm doing with my family. You got to honor that. Guess who teaches you how to do that, y'all?
The old head.
The old head.
Right.
Okay. This was probably this is one solution that I have of how you could fix the whole entire All-Star game. Whether if it's the All-Star game, the dunk contest, everything, right? And the solution is they need to take notes of what the Miami Heat does. And what Miami Heat does is that they still have for all of these years, you know who that one guy that you guys have in your roster, although he doesn't play, you guys had Udonis Haslem. Udonis Haslem, the guy who is there, who keeps guys accountable, who's a rough rider, a guy who constantly makes sure that you do everything you can possible to perform out there in the court. That dude does not play. When I saw that dude go not head to head, but when I saw that dude kept Jimmy Butler in check when he was trying to fight with Eric Spoelstra, I don't know if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He kept Jimmy Butler in check, and Jimmy Butler's a rough rider too. Jimmy Butler, he doesn't play around too, but yet Udonis kept him in check. Every single team needs a Udonis Haslem. You need to bring back the culture of what Charles Barkley used to bring, what Kobe Bryant used to bring, what Shaquille O'Neal used to bring, what Michael Jordan used to bring, Isaiah Thomas, all of these guys. Now, I'm not saying you could just go ahead and grab everybody, but I think one of the best ways of how you could bring back the NBA All-Star game is if you bring back all the old heads, like how Miami does with Udonis Haslem. Teach the young kids of good work ethic. The same thing what MJ and Kobe Bryant used to do. The same thing what Kevin Garnett used to do, and even Paul Pierce. Even though you hate the guy, but even Paul Pierce, those guys did not play around. We need more guys like that to keep the young players accountable. Because again, like I said in the last podcast, if you do not put your hard work out there and perform and perform the best of your ability, you don't have a competitive, you don't have a product anymore. You don't. And to me, what Kevin Garnett right here in this video and what Paul Pierce is saying in the video, you got to bring those guys back. Bring back where the old culture used to be. You work hard, you play defense, there's no time to fool around. There's no time. This is not a time to play patty cake and hopscotch. This is the time for you to work hard, play hard, and play defense. But go ahead. You seem to be annoyed. Go ahead.
Dude, isn't that what the coaches are for? Isn't that what the coaches are for? But guess what happens in the All-Star game? They pick a random. This year, Doc Rivers was the coach of the East All-Star team. Dude coached like 10 games. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Here's the thing. What Paul Pierce said, I actually agree with him. Back then, you needed the All-Star game as a platform to show people, hey, this is who I'm about. Now with social media, they technically don't need it. They don't need it. And as much as it sucks for you and other people like you, they don't need the All-Star game. They like to be called All-Stars. I like to point that out. They want to be called All-Stars, but they don't want to actually play in the actual game. I guarantee you the vast majority of them would prefer not to be there. Maybe like the young guys would, but but the vets, no, they'd rather be in Cancun. I agree with Paul Pierce 100%. They don't like what else did he say that I agree with? I know there was something that Kevin Garnett said that I agree with, but I can't remember at the time. But yeah, all this stuff about bringing in all these old guys like Charles Barkley who demanded trades, who trashed teammates, Kobe Bryant who demanded trades, who badmouthed his teammates, Michael Jordan who punched a teammate, who actually punched a teammate, and we're gonna talk about him in a second because we're gonna talk about Michael Jordan in a second, right? Okay. All these guys that you're acting like, oh, these guys are gonna motivate these guys to do this and do that and this and that and all the other crap. Like Michael Jordan owned the team, and that team is the most irrelevant team in basketball in Charlotte. Isaiah Thomas used to coach in the league. He didn't win nothing. Look, if you want to fix the All-Star game, make it important to them. If you can't find a way to make it important to them, then just let it be or cancel the fucking game. Let it be or cancel the game. To me, if you want to improve the game, either do USA versus the world, or I think I heard this. I don't know if I mentioned it here. I actually would make it a 3-on-3 tournament, and I'll tell you why. If you make it 3-on-3 half court, now those dudes have to try. Now them niggas have to try. There's no hiding. Because the one thing that I think Bomani Jones said this. Bomani Jones is someone who he was talking to said this. Mm-hmm. Part of the reason why guys like LeBron, guys like Zion, Ja, all those guys don't do the slam dunk contest because they don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to get embarrassed. And to me, I do find that to be a soft mentality. Absolutely do find it to be soft. I agree with that. But when it comes to 3-on-3, there ain't no hiding. You have to at least try when it's 3-on-3 because you're gonna be more eyeballs on you, and the aura of responsibility is gonna be set on you, more so on you than if you could do it. You could hide in 5-on-5. All they gotta do is just shoot it from half court. You're good. You don't have to run back or nothing. But on 3-on-3 half court, you have to at least try.
So what you're saying is 3-on-3 puts you in a position where you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. You're gonna have to try at least. You're not gonna go balls to the wall, but you have to try. Because if you do, you're gonna get embarrassed.
But if all 6 players that's on the court still plays the same way, like if it was on 5-on-5, like what difference does it make?
No, look, basketball is basketball. So like shoot or shoot. So like ball is ball. So 3-on-3, they'll figure it out. All you gotta do is just go out there, play your game, and that's it. 3-on-3. Do it the big 3 way or whatever the hell you call it.
All right. So I think there's one last thing he had said, and then I'm not gonna play the whole 8 minutes. Just first couple.
But I 100% agree with Paul Pierce, and in what Kevin Garnett's saying. I do agree.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is wrong.
No, because you're going on this tangent about they need to do this, they need to bring the old heads and all the other crap. No, man.
That's what Kevin Garnett was pretty much saying. How
that's not what he said.
What he said.
He replay what he said. Let's replay what he said.
All right.
What you got coming out? Element of defeat.
The All-Star game.
Because there's now Zion, all these niggas think they don't have to get in it. Real shit.
But you said it earlier.
Element of defeat.
The All-Star game was really a platform,
trampoline,
a trampoline for you to show off your brand, who you are, and
what you got coming out.
Facts. So now, when you got social media to do all that, by the time you get the All-Star, I mean, you already got a big enough following that you don't really need that platform. You got your own individualized platform through social media.
What we are seeing is the disconnect from the older generation, the Jews you get from the old head.
Okay, so what is he saying right there?
Yeah, a connection with the old heads, but you don't. Okay. But here's the thing. Motivation should come from the coach, not from an old head. Because the one thing I noticed, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, all these dudes talk about they love Kobe Bryant, right? The Mamba mentality.
Mm-hmm.
They don't show that shit in the All-Star game because it don't matter to them. They don't care. They do it in the regular season where it matters most. And you can't argue against it. Ronald, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's up, Ron?
Yeah, but you can't argue that. Like Kobe had that mindset. Anytime he was on the basketball court, he had that mindset. These young dudes don't have that same mindset.
Okay, but it wasn't.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I pay them if I'm the owner. I'm paying them to have that mindset in the playoffs where the games matter. When the games matter to me, not in some random All-Star game. Joshua, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
What's going on, nephew?
So no, bringing in guys like Michael Jordan ain't gonna help nothing. That mentality should be for that mentality should be for the coaches.
No, look. There's only so much that a coach could do. If these players look up to the Kobe Bryants, to the Charles Barkleys, to the Kevin Garnetts, and et cetera, they still look up to those guys. And if these guys look, you can't sit here and tell me that you having Udonis Haslem is still not a great addition for your team. Whether I'm just talking about overall. I'm just talking about overall, specifically for Miami. We need every single team needs some.
We're talking about an All-Star game, bro. We're not talking about regular season. We're talking about an All-Star game.
Oh my god, I think you missed it.
No,
I'm using that as an example. I'm using that as an example.
And Bam Adebayo was under the tutelage of Udonis Haslem for years. He don't give a shit about the All-Star game. Again, this mentality, that's supposed to be reserved for the regular season and the playoffs, not for an All-Star game. That's what you're not understanding. Like you think that these guys are supposed to have this type of desire to win a fucking meaningless exhibition? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is to them. It's an exhibition.
Who cares? Who cares what it is? You're still offering it to the public, and by you offering it to the public for people to pay and watch, we expect the product to be good. It doesn't matter. I don't give a rat's ass about it's an exhibition game. It's still being broadcast on TV, and if it's going to be broadcast on TV for millions of people to watch, I expect the product to be good. If you're going to make me waste my time to watch.
At the end of the day, it's an exhibition, Steve. At the end of the day, that's what it is. No matter how much
you just glossed all over everything what I just said.
I don't agree with your point. That's why
it's still a product that you want the consumers to consume.
Yeah. And what does the rating show you? Going all the way back to our first topic, what does the rating show you?
It showed that the ratings are crap overall.
Did the rating go up from last year?
It went up and it's still crap.
That all that matters is that it went up.
No, all that matters is that it's still not enough people watch.
Look, no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. If Adam Silver had a great basketball game and the ratings went lower, he's not going to be happy about that. He's not going to be happy about that.
Okay. Well, what's the point with that?
I guarantee you, he's a lot happier today than he was during announcing the All-Star game winner. I guarantee he's a lot happier today.
Oh, you're laughing. Yeah, because you could tell.
Yeah, honestly,
he wasn't happy.
No, he wasn't happy.
Of course, he wasn't happy.
No, but I guarantee he's happier today.
I don't think so. But let's finish this up.
Yeah. And then coming in here knowing how to actually be not only professional, but be an all-star. Know how to actually talk and deal with the all-star director to say, this one I'm doing and this one I'm not doing. And then managing your time.
I definitely agree with what he said here. Like, because here's the thing. If the thing that I think a lot of players don't like is that the NBA will have you do this. They'll use you if you're like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, whatever. They'll use you, and that's for anybody in life. If you're offering them to do this, and then they'll actually do more and more and more, and you're going to be doing more work on your break than you are otherwise. So I agree with him 100% there.
Okay. Yeah, this was actually a very good video. Like, so shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
League will use you the whole day.
Right.
Hold on. I got to get some rest. I got to get some shots up. And then, too, I got something I'm doing with my family. You got to honor that. Guess who teaches you how to do that, y'all?
The old head.
The old head.
Right.
Jordan, Pat Ewing, fucking Shaq, fucking all the old heads who's sitting in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas that's sitting in there. We're just in here talking. It's cars, it's music, but then the old head knowledge that's going around. Tim Hardaway telling you some real shit. Sean Kemp telling you some real shit. And this is what happens. So by the time you get to year 2, man, guess what? Kobe, man, rest in peace to my dog, man. He was nervous as fuck when we got to New York. He didn't make it his first year. His second year, we was in New York, which was my first time starting. He got chosen by the fans, and he was nervous as fuck. I was talking like, man, we finna wax these old ass niggas, man. I was just on some young boy shit, right?
Right.
Bro, by the time we got to year 4 or 5, he was let's go. Hey.
Right.
You hear me? And that was the energy. He got that from all the old heads who was right there. GP, Sean, those are all old heads. Charles Barkley telling us how to come into it. So by year 5, bro, we damn near we're it.
Right.
Coach the feature. Now won it. The dunk contest, niggas was talking shit on the low. You can see the gamemanship in which I was talking about where niggas was cool. But bro, this is all part of learning how to not only be an all-star, but what goes on in all. Guess what the old head also telling you? Hey, bro.
And you see having now, when you bring back the old heads, you can bring back the culture that they used to play in, and you could bring that back in modern times. You can.
These guys are all a lot of these guys are still here.
And let me
a lot of these guys are still here.
Then let me also say this. In the beginning of the video, he talked about how LeBron James didn't want to participate in the dunk contest. Mm-hmm. A lot of people complain about LeBron not competing in the dunk contest. Now, let me ask you this question. A lot of players view LeBron James. Now I know some will say, well, some viewed, Steph, Giannis, but I'm talking about back then, like back when he was in Miami, when he was with the Cavaliers, etc., etc. A lot of people have viewed him as not just the face of the league, but like a true leader in the whole entire league. Like how they used to view Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kevin Garnett, etc. Mm-hmm. And when he mentioned that when he didn't want to participate, that trickled down to everybody else. Well, if LeBron James is not going to do it, well, then I'm going to follow him, and I'm not going to participate either. You start to notice that most of the All-Stars or the elite players stop joining the the dunk contest once LeBron decided not to participate.
Let me put it back on.
Go ahead.
No, if you want to finish, I'll let you finish.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because when you saw Kobe Bryant participate in it, Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, like all of these guys who were elite players participate, you no longer saw elite players participate in the dunk contest once LeBron James decided not to join. I honestly believe he started the domino effect of just not caring, of having this nonchalant type of culture. But go ahead.
Okay. So I knew you were going to just blame LeBron for some of this. I knew you were going to do this. But here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't entirely disagree with you. But here's the thing. Kobe Bryant, I think, won in 2000 or when did he win the slam dunk contest?
2000, was it 2002? I don't.
Let me look up past winners. Mm-hmm. But like Vince Carter, when Vince Carter had that legendary performance, like let me see.
He was considered elite back then too.
That's the thing. I want to know when they did it. Let me see.
And there's plenty of other guys. You had the Tracy McGrady. He was also.
No, but wait. Tracy McGrady was not. Tracy McGrady, when he entered the dunk contest, he was a bench player. He was absolutely a bench player.
He was a bench player back then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that was so.
Remember, he was on the
he was with the Magic, wasn't he?
No. He was on. No, like when he was in Toronto, he was a bench player. It was when he got traded to. I don't know. It was until he got traded to either Orlando or Houston when he started coming up.
But when he was with the Magic, I could have sworn he was in a dunk contest.
No, I don't think. I think he only competed in one.
Maybe you're right.
All right, so I'm looking at past winners. So okay,
let me look. Let me see.
I'm looking at it through my phone.
Oh crap! All right then.
All right, 97. Kobe Bryant won in 97.
Oof,
Kobe Bryant was not an All-Star in 97. He was an All-Star the year after.
Yeah, he was an All-Star year after. But I don't think he won. Did he win in 97?
Yeah. It was the only one he competed in. He won. He only competed in one.
Okay.
Now they took a 3-year. They took a 3-year break, and then Vince Carter won in 2000. Now remember, Vince Carter was still. I think Vince Carter was emerging as a good player. He wasn't. I don't think he was an All-Star in 2000. But his star rose with the slam dunk contest, definitely.
I can't. Like I wish I could push back, but I can't because I think. When you go like 2000, 97, 98, we're in middle school now. Like I don't just do. I wish I could remember, but I can't remember.
Yeah. So okay. So then the next year, Desmond Mason, he was a nobody. Respectfully, I don't want to diminish him, but he was a nobody. Okay. Then Jason Richardson, who was a good player. I don't think he was.
Yeah, he was a good player.
Yeah, but he was. I don't think he was a consistent All-Star. But right, so you had.
But to me, I mean, if you went to an All-Star, let's say you was an All-Star 2000, but you wasn't an All-Star 2001. I mean, aren't you still considered like a star at least?
I mean, Jason Richardson. No, he was a good player. I wouldn't call him a star. I definitely wouldn't call him a star, but around that time,
I think once you become an All-Star, I think you reach that status at the very least. But go ahead.
Well, okay. So, and LeBron James was drafted in 2004, right?
Yes.
2003, 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who won the slam dunk contest that year was Fred Jones. Right? Nobody. Now. Okay. That around that time is when LeBron James should have done the dunk contest. That's when you should have done the slam dunk contest. But he always made excuses why he wouldn't do it. Right. Then the following year,
but even around that time, you still had Dwight Howard, and you still had I know you don't care about
I'm getting.
Okay. Go ahead.
So Josh Smith won the next year, and Josh Smith was okay. He wasn't nobody special.
He was a star. He was a star.
No, he wasn't. No, he was not.
You hate that dude so much. But
no. That Josh Smith was a nobody. Like, let's be real.
Okay.
He was a nobody. Come on now. And then you had Nate Robinson, who was a bench player. Gerald Green, bench player. Then you have Dwight Howard. Now this is the 1 year that I absolutely will shit on LeBron James for this. After that performance by Dwight Howard in 2008, right? Remember, Dwight Howard around that time, I think 2008, I think he was a star. Definitely was a star around 2008.
Yes.
He started slow, but this was when he was emerging, right? But around 2008, LeBron James was like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna compete in the slam dunk contest," right? And then that year's All-Star game, I remember this because, Kobe Bryant was in that game. Kevin Garnett was in that game.
Yeah.
When the game was out of hand, all those guys did was clear the path for LeBron James and Dwight Howard to do a mini slam dunk contest during the game. I remember that vividly.
Yeah.
And then he reneged on his promise the next year. I will always, and you know me, I'm a fan of LeBron James. I have no problem admitting that.
I know you.
You know what I mean? But I will absolutely shit on him for that because I remember him talking about it like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the slam dunk contest." He said it. I heard him say it, and then he reneged. All right, so Dwight Howard wins that year. Nate Robinson wins the next 2 years, and then Blake Griffin does the slam dunk contest and wins it.
He was an All-Star too, wasn't he?
I don't. Was he an All-Star? He was definitely a popular. He was absolutely popular. He was around the time where he was gaining popularity, 100%.
Absolutely.
And frankly, I think that slam dunk contest was rigged for him to win. I'm just being real with you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because DeMar DeRozan had the best dunks in that contest.
I think DeMar DeRozan. Yeah.
And then after, but like I said, Blake Griffin was a star. Then you had Jeremy Evans, Terrence Ross, and then John Wall won in 2014. I completely forgot.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And John Wall was a star. John Wall was a star.
Crap, man. I wish you could show us, what you're looking at on your phone.
All right, fine. Let me go to NBA. Let me go to NBA.com. I knew the show was gonna happen.
Oh well, I mean, you're obviously you're into it. I mean, you went to do your own research, while we're doing the podcast.
I wasn't gonna let you lie. I wasn't gonna let you lie on these people.
On who? What they lie about? What I lie about?
You lied about. You lied about the rating. That's what you did. You lied about the rating. That's what you did.
I'm being truthful with the ratings. The ratings were awful. That's the truth.
All right. Okay. So here you go. All right. So you have John Wall won in 2014. Then Levine. We can argue. We can definitely. Oh. You should. Oh, hold on. Okay, and then we can acknowledge that these slam dunk contests 2015, 2016 was some of the best that Zach LaVine won.
Oh, for sure. Man, that thing was
and LaVine was a good player in Minnesota. He was a good player. He wasn't a superstar, but he was a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And then Glenn Robinson, Donovan Mitchell, who around that time was a star. I don't know if he was a rookie, but he was definitely headed in that direction. And then you had Diallo, who I don't know where he's at. Derrick Jones Jr., former Heat player. Anthony Simon, which is weird because Anthony Simon is a small dude. He's small, but he won. Then he had Topping, and then they had to go to the G League to get McClung the last 2 years.
don't you think it's embarrassing? Now, no disrespect to McClung, but don't you think it's embarrassing that they had to go to G League players to participate in the dunk contest? That just shows you that you just don't have a product anymore.
No, it's just that guys don't want to do it because they don't want to get embarrassed. It's just what it is. They don't want to get embarrassed. They don't want to lose, especially when they have, like, let's say they have their new shoes are out. You know, they have new shoes. They debut them in the slam dunk contest, and they don't win. And let's say they struggle. In their eyes and in the brand's eyes, those that's not a good look for them. Trust me, it's so much more than just, oh, this guy don't want to do it, this guy don't want to do it. That, trust me, there's lots of things that go into it.
Well, I mean that's what you signed up for. Like you have to take the good and the bad once you sign that contract, and when you decide to put your talent on display, you have to take the good and the bad when it comes to, decide to be on TV. Like you cannot run away from that at all.
Yeah, you can. Maybe you can. That's what they did.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the overall aspect of it. Like if somebody gets dunked on, or you fall to the ground, you trip over, somebody like it, like that, you are going to be the highlight of that moment. I'm sorry, like that's just how it is. And if you are afraid, like you said, then yeah, that's just not good for the overall product to me. If you have a whole bunch of guys who just decide not to participate in a slam dunk contest, then I mean, frankly, you no longer have a contest. You might as well just end or cancel the whole entire event completely.
I mean, they did for a couple years. They did.
No, I'm talking about everything. The dunk contest, the All-Star game, everything. Like, why have it if everyone is afraid, or just having this launch not type of attitude where I just don't want to partake anymore? Like, you can't go year after year after year offering the people bad products. You can't, and expect people to be happy about it.
I mean, I guess, man. But like I said before, going all the way back to the first topic, the ratings are in, and the ratings went up. Like I said, I don't know if that's indicative of next year, but the ratings did go up. So,
I mean, I guess you want to claim 5.5 is a good thing.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing. All I know is that it's better than it was last year.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, yeah, you don't know. You don't know it's a good thing. You know what I know? I know it's a bad thing. To have
we don't know that for a fact. We don't know that for a fact.
To have the one of the second lowest ratings in NBA history, that is a bad thing.
And as an increase from last year, which was the lowest, that's a good thing. But we're probably gonna have to agree to disagree.
Yeah. All right. But yeah. So I'm not gonna play. We're already an hour in, so I can't play the rest of this of this video. But it is a very good video, so I would definitely ask you guys to check it out. So shout out to
share the link in the Discord when you get a chance. All right.
Okay, yeah. So shout out to KG. It says KG certified bet MGM. So shout out to you guys. Very awesome video.
Shout out Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. That's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Garnett, and shout out to Paul Pierce for making an awesome video, and taking us what solution it would be, at least for me, bringing back the old heads. And I know you disagree with Bill Simmons about removing the three. And
that's so stupid.
I mean, look, I think since it's just an exhibition game, like you said, at least do some experimenting and see if it works.
It's not going to work.
All right, next topic then.
Well, let's finish up with comments. Rose Mai, how you doing? Nolan, how you doing, bro? He said, I remember that Jones win. I remember that too. I think that was the year that people felt like Aaron Gordon got cheated.
Aaron Gordon did get cheated.
I don't know if I go that far. Like, you can make an argument. No, you can make an argument that he should have won, but it's not like Derrick Jones' dunk was nothing. Derrick Jones had some crazy dunks in that contest.
Yeah, but you could clearly see that Gordon he he had more creativity, and he did dunks that we never seen before. And then the ones with that mascot. Oh my gosh, bro! He should have won hands down easy.
I've always maintained this. In the slam dunk contest, it needs to be held in an auditorium, not an arena. It needs to be held in the auditorium.
Well, why?
The reason why, I get it, it will likely be a smaller arena, but I think with the use of the wall, they'll have more variety of tricks to do. You'll have more variety.
Okay.
So it's just my opinion. My sister's in the chat. What's going on? And Fred, what's going on? Made a shout out to AG. Should have won in 2016. So I think that's the. Was that the?
That's Aaron Gordon one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon. He should have. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He should have won. He said that he should have won in 2016.
Yeah, I agree with you, Fred.
He had my favorite dunks in that contest. He had my favorite dunks in that contest. But Zach Levine dunk were crazy too. Let's not diminish that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right, so we're done with this topic. Let's move on. Next topic.
Yeah, it was actually a good discussion. I think it went a little long, but it was good.
Longer than it should have. But yeah, it was a good topic. All right, so man. I've never seen a documentary that has caused this much drama than The Last Dance. Now, for those of you who don't remember, during the pandemic, they were showing off The Last Dance, and they were documenting pretty much the career of Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, right? Now, according to here's the thing. Like about a month or so ago, I don't know if you remember this, right? We were on a little hiatus. Jerry Krause's wife was honoring him in a ceremony, and the crowd booed him. The crowd booed, and she's there, and she's obviously upset. I don't know if she was crying, but she was obviously very sad by this. And again, I don't live in Chicago, and I know that the way that it ended in Chicago, I know Chicago fans are pissed off about it. So I don't know if the documentary would have stopped them from booing him, but I guarantee you it didn't help. Damn sure it didn't help. Damn sure. Hey, Steve, I said Discord, not in the chat.
Oh, I thought you said in the chat. My bad.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're in the Discord, you click on it after the show.
Yeah.
So Jerry Krause's wife gets booed on behalf of Jerry Krause because the documentary did not paint Jerry Krause in a good light. It didn't. Right? Now, what we have here is Scottie Pippen and other ex-Bulls go on a no bull tour talking drama over Jordan's The Last Dance, right? So yes. So here you go. The main guy here is Scottie Pippen. Here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna read the whole article, but I'll tell you who.
Yeah, read some of it.
Yeah, I'll read some of it, but I'll tell you who's part of the tour. Now, Scottie Pippen, obviously, because according to Scottie Pippen, he caught the most strays in this documentary, even though Jordan said he's the best teammate I ever had. I don't win no championship without Scottie Pippen. That was what Jordan said.
Yes.
And the documentary had the nerve to show Scottie Pippen sitting out a last shot because he wasn't getting the final shot, which did happen. With Scottie Pippen sitting out the last part of the last year because of a contract dispute and all the other stuff, which did happen. And because of that, plus, let's not forget the elephant in the room that Michael Jordan's son is fucking his ex-wife. Which is why I think all of this is happening right now.
Okay.
Steve, am I right or wrong?
No, you're right. You're right. I'm laughing because I did wanted to talk about that, but I didn't know if you wanted to.
No, I don't want to talk about it, but like, there's
See,
no
that's what I
denying.
figured.
But here's the thing: there's no denying this is part of the reason why he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no denying. You can't tell me with a straight face that he's gonna sit there and shit on the guy who made his career. And let's be real, he did. And look, I give Scottie Pippen a lot of credit for helping the Bulls get to where they are. But we all know who the top guy in that team was. That was Jordan.
Absolutely.
So you have him, right? He's doing this. Another guy, Horace Grant. Now, why would Horace Grant do this? Because in the documentary, when it was after their second championship, and there was stories coming out about Michael Jordan that painted him in not in the perfect light that he wanted everyone to be in, right? We talked about his gambling and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a Chicago writer, I think his name was Sam Smith, who wrote this book called The Jordan Rules, going into all the drama going on backstage. And Jordan said in the documentary that the guy who fed him all these negative stories about Jordan was Horace Grant. And I guarantee you that's the impetus as to why Horace Grant is here. Now, there is one Chicago Bull that's not in the documentary at all. At least to my knowledge, he's not in the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he wasn't a major star, but if you'll know him once I announce. If you're a basketball fan and you've been watching for a long time, you'll know who he is. Luke Longley.
Of course,
right? He was a center. He was a center for I think the back end of the 3 championships that they won. Right?
Yes.
Now, he was not a fan of the documentary at all. That's why he wasn't in it. I think he has his own documentary. Right? Because he's from Australia. So he's a basketball god over there. Right? And I think he has his own. I haven't seen it because I don't want to watch a documentary about.
I'm just reading. I'm reading. I'm reading Whitney's.
Yeah. That's true. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it, Lars. If you never heard of Larsa Pippen, because that's not my alley. That's you and Hannet's alley. I know nothing about that, but her boyfriend, soon to be husband, is Michael Jordan's son.
Which is the reason why I really think we should have talked about it back then. Now it's old news, but I really think we should have talked about that back then when it was fresh. I haven't. It's funny how you said it. Okay.
But where was I? So Luke Longley has his own documentary about the Last Dance. But like I said, I don't want to hear. I don't want to watch the documentary about this 8th best player on that team.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I'm good. Right. So all 3 of those guys, and I think Scottie Pippen hinted at more. Let me read the article. The Last Dance was all about timing. When it was impressive, it was impressive storytelling, but it was not a coincidence. It was finally greenlit by Michael Jordan, just as LeBron James made the GOAT conversation a legit debate. Do you agree with that?
No.
Can you remember around that time? Obviously, I don't know if the bubble had started, but LeBron James won his 4th championship, right? So and people were starting to talk about the GOAT conversation. The first player to win Finals MVP on 3 different teams. Like right now is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. People started talking, and then coincidentally, the Last Dance starts to get greenlit. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the truth, all I'm saying is that all I'm saying is that Michael Jordan, like I know Michael Jordan's petty. Michael Jordan's petty. So,
well, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
As in regards to like who's the best of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, how
you never heard the term? You never heard the term? Then I took it personally.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that many times.
Many times. Yeah, you know where you heard that many times? In The Last Dance. And you know who said it many times? Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but he is trying to show you in the court that why he is the best, and he doesn't like it when people are trying to. Oh, I think a perfect example. Did you hear about? I'm pretty sure you did when they were saying how what was his name? Drexler. I forgot his first name.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde Drexler. Clyde, yeah. How they were saying that he could probably be the best player in the league, or like he's next to Jordan. Yeah, Jordan took that personally, and then he kicked his butt. I mean, I don't see an issue of you proving people wrong in a basketball court. Like I don't see why that's a big deal to you. That's just one example. That's just one example. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one example. And all the crap that people were talking about when he couldn't beat the Pistons. I think to some degree when it comes to competition, you have to take certain things personally to give you that extra motivation.
That makes competition. Sense. No, that makes sense because that team was in their way.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Him pretending that what's that dude? Bradford Smith said something to him.
Yeah,
said something to him like negatively, so that because Jordan one game got cooked by him. Like that. That's the type of competitiveness that goes overboard. But yeah. Competing against the Pistons, yeah, absolutely, because their team was always in their way. So I get that. All right, so moving on. All right, so landing early in the pandemic when people were feeling shut in at home, and many were missing sports, was the other bit of perfect timing. It became the topic among sports fans. It also mythologized, I don't know if I said that correctly, Jordan, and did not sit well with a number of former Bulls players, most notably Scottie Pippen, who has called The Last Dance condescending, and that he and other players were no more than props for Jordan. I mean, yeah. It is what it is. Now Pippen and other former Bulls, Horace Grant and Lou Longley, are going on a tour through Australia to set the record straight, with some fans calling their speaking engagement the No Bull Tour. So let me see if let me play this.
Well, as you know me.
Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
I speak my mind. Yes, you do. And it's going to be a no tour. Believe me, I tell you this. The X factor in the first three and the second three, I would have kicked Dennis Rodman.
I'd like to have seen that.
Yeah. Come out and get the tickets, and you hear a lot.
I don't buy that for a second. Horace Grant was a good player, but he was not Dennis Rodman.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He was a good player. Definitely a good player, but here's what it is. All right. Okay. Let me see. Where there was a part. Okay. All right. So here is what Grant said at the NBL 24 awards for the Australian Basketball League recently on NBA Sports Chicago. A lot of people really want to ask us questions about the bullshit documentary, but just come out and get the tickets and you'll hear a lot. I watched that. Expect a few more headlines to come out of this tour. The bigger question is, would they bring that tour to the United States? where plenty of Jordan zealots still feel the need to protect his legacy. I would be stunned if they bring this tour to the United States. I would be stunned. Now,
why?
what are your thoughts? What are your huh?
Why would you be stunned? Go ahead.
Like what you said, like you have a lot of people who are Jordan defenders who are not going to take kindly to this. And to be frank and to be honest, to be real with you, you have three guys who are trying to one, they're trying to sell a tour. Let's be real. That's the first thing they're trying to do. They're trying to sell a tour. They're trying to make money. And they feel disrespected by the documentary when if Horace Grant feels disrespected by the documentary as far as him refuting the claim that Jordan made, I can understand that. As far as I'm concerned, Pippen has no say in the matter. Everything that Jordan said happened. Everything Jordan said about you was the truth. Let's be frank. Everything he said about you is true. Now, Luke Longley, I haven't heard anything about what he thinks about the documentary. But like I said, he's the fifth, sixth, seventh most important player on the team. I don't really need to know what his opinion is. I'm sorry, I don't. And I know Ruben, you said that he's a beast. I don't know, beast as in he's a tall guy, yeah. But I didn't see much else from Luke Longley.
Yeah.
I mean, he's better than Bill Cartwright, but that's not saying much. You know what I mean? Like I'm just being real. To me, this is nothing more than a cash grab. That's all this is. It's a cash grab from guys who feel bitter about Michael Jordan. And
well,
if that's what they want to hang their hat on, then I mean it is what it is. But this is nothing more than a cash grab to me. What's your thought?
I think there's a part that they feel like, oh well, you guys don't know the whole entire story, and I think they believe with this documentary, with the documentary that that Michael Jordan had sent out, I guess they feel like they didn't get they expected more recognition, when it comes to it. But let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's just say that is exactly the case. That maybe they felt like maybe they're not hating. Maybe they just feel like they didn't get enough recognition now I can't get freaking out of my in the Michael Jordan's documentary. Let's all be honest here. If that documentary had mostly talked about Pippen or Horace Grant, etc., do you think people would actually care about it as much as the way how Jordan constructed it? No. Like be honest here. You have one of the number one guy, which is Michael Jordan, created a documentary about how he won all 6 championships, who actually gave Scottie Pippen credit, like you said earlier. Who actually gave him credit and things like that. But the focus has to be on him. Like if let's say like I said, let's say he didn't have any type of say, but it was mainly about the rest of the guys, like how Shaquille has always said, it's the mega stars and then there's the others. I'm sorry, Scottie Pippen and everybody else, you guys were the others. That's what you guys were. At the very least compared to MJ. You guys were the others. Like MJ was the top guy. That's what people, wanted to see. And unfortunately, like that is just something you have to accept, even though you was part of the winning organization. I think the only reason why they're doing this is, like you said, they're doing it out of petty, and they're saying things like, oh well, Jordan left this out. He left this piece of information out. So we want to share our version of it, but I pretty much think that it's pretty much the same thing. I think it's all going to be the exact same thing. What Jordan has shared. They're just hating and they feel like they need more recognition. But I mean, you got the recognition that you deserve. I mean, it
probably,
is.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm saying that they're probably going to share dirt on MJ and how he was, behind the scenes. I guarantee you they're going to do that.
Well, they're probably going to badmouth him and saying, oh look what he did to me. Or look at all the mean things he had said about me or about my family and about my friends. Blah 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 blah. Shut up. Like shut up, man. I don't want if all they're going to do is just badmouth Michael Jordan. I honestly don't want to hear it because you guys still won at the end of the day. It's one thing if you guys didn't win. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and that's why they're not going to do this in the United States. If this is going to be a hit piece on Michael Jordan, they're not doing this in the United States.
Which I think is stupid because thanks to social media and advanced technology, everyone in the United States is going to know about this tour anyway.
Yeah, but they can't heckle. They can't heckle from Australia though. That's the problem.
They can't what?
They can't heckle. They can't heckle them from Australia.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so
yeah. I got you. I'm actually interested to see what Michael Jordan has anything to say about it. Something tells me he's just going to keep quiet. He's not the type of guy that uses social media, and you could tell that he's not really going to say much unless it's probably into his inner circle. But I honestly don't think he really shouldn't say anything. Like he has his own documentary. I've witnessed not of course I was very young when he first came into the league. I don't know if you remember the early days when you had watched him. Like, do you remember anything?
No.
Like before he won his first championship is what I mean.
No.
Okay,
my first memories my first memories were cheering for the Heat and the Chicago Bulls winning championships.
Oh, okay.
The first finals I remember was the one 93 against Phoenix.
You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, okay, okay. You remember watching that one? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think maybe you're right. They're probably just gonna talk a whole bunch of trash, about Jordan, and they want us to view Michael Jordan as the bad guy. I think that's their goal. They want us to view him as the bad person, how he's a bad teammate, and look at all these things. Like it was a toxic environment. I guarantee you, they're going to say all of those things. They're going to say all of those things about Michael Jordan, despite the fact that you guys won championships anyway. So if you want a pity party, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you that. Now look, I'll be real with you. Like I want to know everything what the article or the documentary says, and I want to watch. I don't know if you're interested in watching it. I mean, I'm going to watch, but
if something interesting happens, then I don't mind listening. But if it's just first of all, I don't want to hear nothing about Horace Grant and Luke Longley, their careers. I have no interest in listening to their careers. I really don't.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen has Scottie Pippen. At least he has accomplishments, like legit accomplishments. I'm not trying to trash Horace and Luke Longley, but they're role players. So I don't need to hear their career as role player. I don't need to hear that. But if they talk about anything scandalous, yeah, I don't mind watching. I don't mind.
Okay, so you are going to invest.
But I know why they're doing it though. Yeah, but I know why they're doing it. I know why. Because they're bitter and they want to make money.
The money part, I have no problem, them, making money. But clearly, this is just going to continue to hurt whatever relationship that they had before. I mean, it's clearly gone now. It's clearly
non-existent. It was non-existent between Michael and Luke Longley because Longley was not even in the Last Dance. He wasn't in it at all. At least I don't remember seeing him in it.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, and obviously we all know about the situation with Pippen and Jordan, and I remember when the documentary came out, when the Horace Grant part came out, he disputed the fact that what he said about Horace, you know, like being the source of that Jordan Rose book. So, where's my controller? Hold on, give me 1 second. I got bullshit on this TV. I gotta change it. You can read the comments from Malta. It says hey, and you can start reading from there.
Yeah, so he says, when she was probably around when he was growing up.
And that's true too. I looked it up. They were married in '97, but they've been together. They were together before that. So she absolutely saw that nigga grow up.
Yeah,
and there's a weird, disgusting aspect to it. I just can't. I can't deny it.
No. Go ahead. You can share. You said it now.
I already said it. There's something weird with that. There's something very weird. You watch a kid grow up, and then he's gonna stick a dick in you. I don't know. It's crazy.
Okay. I was playing ball.
It was one thing if he's younger and you didn't watch him grow up, but if you watched him grow up and then decided, I'm gonna fuck him, that's weird. That's weird behavior to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's weird.
No, I wouldn't say that's weird, because that's like almost like a child to you, a nephew, a family member to some degree. And for you to, and especially with the age gap, like, come on, man. But anyway, I was playing ball. I took some bum to school. He says, good job. Keep winning, keep practicing. You're going to continue to get better. Scotty gets too much credit. No, the reason why I disagree with that, Malta, is because over the years, now look, I don't know. I know you're a lot younger than us, so you probably didn't get to see as much, of Jordan, with their fabulous run. But there have been many occasions where Scottie Pippen, he did guard the best player, and he was still, effective offensively. Because now I'm not saying that Jordan didn't guard the best players too. He has plenty of times, but usually that role was, to Scottie Pippen, and he was still very efficient offensively. So I can't fully agree saying that, he gets too much credit. I think he just had enough, or you could give him a little bit more recognition if you like. MJ's teammates are so overrated. No, I disagree with that, because they still went to the Eastern Conference Finals, without Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So I can't agree that they were, overrated. Do you agree with that? Oh, he's not here. Okay, he's not here. All right, so I'll ask him when he gets back. Only ever played with talented players when they were in their last leg, like Robert Parrish, Ron Harper. Yeah, I remember Ron Harper. And Craig Hodge. Oh my gosh. Let's not forget Scottie Pippen's performance in Game 7 versus Bad Boy Pistons. The Bulls got spanked so hard. Yeah, that's true. Rodman also gets, too much credit. Actually, Malta, there was one year where I thought that he was actually close of winning Finals MVP. I thought he was really, really good, defensively, very good defensively, and how he was just out rebounding everybody. Yes, Luke Longley thinks he was all that. You know what's very interesting. When I was watching the Bulls play, I have always thought that, Luke Longley actually had, some talent. I think the problem was, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, was such a good combination together in the triangle offense that he was just, I don't know, like, I guess they didn't want to utilize him because maybe he wasn't that talented. He was just tall. But I don't know. MJ won their first championship, and look how they act. Yeah.
All right, so where are you at right now?
I passed. I wanted to ask you, do you agree with him when he said that MJ's teammates were overrated?
No, I don't know. I definitely disagree with that. Like, they didn't go nowhere until he got better teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like Scottie Pippen, the best 2-way player in the game. Horace Grant was good. Dennis Rodman is the reason why they got back to the championship level. When you think about it, because when Orlando beat them, they're like Orlando was too big for them, and he was the equalizer. Plus, obviously Jordan getting back into Jordan shape and everything like that. But you can't deny the impact that Dennis Rodman had on that team.
Correct.
So they definitely get credit. Like, obviously, we all know the number one guy is Michael Jordan. We all know that. But he didn't. Jordan did not become the champion without those teammates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now we are in when he said yes, Luke Longley thinks he was all that. That's where we are.
The Bulls got spanked. So, yeah, I think that was the game where Pippen had the migraine. So Pippen had the migraine that game. Yeah, like I said, I've never like I've heard Luke Longley talk, but I've never thought, oh my god, like Luke Longley, I need to know what he thinks about stuff. Like, no, like he was just a guy. He was just a guy on the team. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Jordan won them their championships, and look how they act. I agree. Obviously, without MJ, Pippen wouldn't have become the player he was. No, I disagree with that. He wouldn't become the champion that he became. Pippen was always going to be a good player, but he didn't become a champion without Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Horace was an all-star and second team in 4 chips. He was an important player for sure. Okay, no, true. But like, like he's not Dennis Rodman. He's not.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if it was always I've always maintained, and I watched the Pistons 30 for 30 is really good. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's really good.
No, I only watched like a little bit of it, but I should watch the whole thing.
You gotta watch the whole thing. It's really good. But I mean, it was always maintained that he had a migraine. Now I think the Pistons alluded to it that he and his team wasn't ready. I think the Pistons alluded to that, but yeah, it's a great documentary. It really is. I mean, I guess is that it, or
yeah, that's pretty much it.
So as the pressure grew, the migraines grew. I guess I just can't take it. I just couldn't take it. I guess. Okay, so yeah, that's it for it. Like I said, if anything interesting happens, we'll I guess we'll talk about it. But it just seemed like cash grab to me. So. All right, so let's do this quick. Let's do this.
Well, I mean, you said you're probably going to watch, so I guess it's working.
No, I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it, but if it's on YouTube, I'll check it out.
Okay.
All right. So there's a video, and I have the video of Cam Newton getting into a youth football fight. So video surfaced of Cam Newton involved in a scuffle at a 7-on-7 youth football tournament in Atlanta. It seemed to show Newton wearing one of his custom-made hats, and I knew that was him when I saw the hat. And I mean, to my knowledge, I have to watch the fight again, but apparently the hat never came off, so that's impressive. By 3 people, he was being shoved by 3 people near the top of the set of steps before punching and shoving and grabbing moves toward the fence line. The video lasts less than 30 seconds before the altercation is broken up by police officers and event security personnel at the Wee Ball Sports Dynasty U7v7 tournament at Best Academy. So let me show you the video right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get to it right now. Okay. It's in mid. Let me personally blow this up, and then let me rewind. Yeah, so I woke up to this. Oh, what the hell going on? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I woke up to this, so I had no idea what the hell was going on. But you can tell that it's Cam Newton because of the hat that he's wearing. You can tell that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you see it goes into the bench and props to Cam Newton, man. He got three dudes coming at him, and he's still standing.
Yeah.
He's still standing. So props to him. But the fact that a guy like Cam Newton would just randomly get punched in the face. Now, according to what TMZ said, that there was trash talk going on during that event, and that's probably what led to the altercation. So let's see. No one pig. Yeah, we know that. It is also uncertain what prompted the altercation. Like I said, I think they said there was trash talk going on.
Mm-hmm.
Newton, who's from Atlanta, runs C1N, a organization founded in 2021 that focuses on developing young athletes' skills in football and providing opportunity to compete at the highest level through 7v7 tournaments and other events. According to Newton's website, the website indicates that organization mission is to create an environment that fosters growth and development on and off the field, helping young athletes and achieve their goals in football and life. And C1N plays in tournaments across the country. Apparently, his team won the championship that week. And I mean, that's pretty much it. They don't really have much else to say. They're just talking about his career and stuff like that. Now, they did say that, like I said, they said that there was some trash talk going on, and that's probably what led to what happened. Do you have any comments on this? Because I just find it shocking that a player of his stature would I'm not blaming him because, like I said, we don't know exactly what happened, but a player of his stature would be involved in something like that.
Well, clearly, even though with high stature, he's just not someone that it seems that people respect. I don't think.
I do feel that way. I do feel there's a bit of that with him.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're hating on him. Like it's two completely different things. I just think that they don't respect him, enough. Because you're not going to see. Because why in the world would somebody want to attack a football player? I mean, you got a guy who's tall. You got a guy who has been tackled by guys who are like 300 pounds, and yet just a regular. I don't know how old those people were when they jumped him. I heard that they were pretty young, but I could be wrong about that. But I don't think they don't have any kind of respect for Cam Newton. Why? I don't know. He is on social media a lot. He does his little podcast. I know he does.
Repeat what you said about how old those guys were.
No, I said I don't know if those guys were young or if those guys were old, but I heard that they were like young guys.
Yeah, probably.
But in either case, they clearly don't have any kind of respect for him, because why jump him? Why jump him? Like they don't care about his stature. He didn't win anything. You know what I'm saying? And I think also part of it, I know a lot of people did not like his demeanor or his pride, kind of attitude while he was playing football, calling himself Superman and this and that. I know he did have fans who just like football fans who just did not like him, who just didn't Go ahead.
I feel that way too. Like I feel like, and Mota asked the question: Do you mean those guys weren't scared of him, or they don't respect him? They didn't respect him. I think it's both. Now again, I don't know if he was trash talking them or not, but you don't run up on a football player like that, especially one who should command the respect that a Cam Newton should get, or anyone else for that matter. Like do I see Brett Favre getting into fights like this? No. And he literally stole money from poor people. So if anyone needs to be punched in the face, it should be Brett Favre.
No, brother.
But like I said, I don't see this happening to a Drew Brees, a Dan Marino, and I'm not putting Cam Newton in that category. I'm just saying that he did win MVP and he did go to a Super Bowl. So I would figure there should be a level of respect there. But you remember when he went on and he was calling guys like Brock Purdy and Tua, like game managers and stuff like that?
Yes.
And the amount of disrespect this guy got because he said it was a bit shocking. It was crazy to me. Now I think Cam Newton is a bit overrated, but in his prime he was very good. In his prime he was very good. I don't think his entire career measured up to that, but in his prime he was good.
I think part of it, he did like to run, with the ball a lot, and he constantly would get injured all the time. Like there were times where I would see him, he would get hit, and then he would need to take his time, to get back up on his feet. And I think part of that is because I think he could have, played, a few more years longer, but because he constantly wanted to run with the ball a lot, and I think he was just trying to prove a point that
for one, he's not a great thrower. Like he's not a great thrower of the football. He's not. And once you can't play the way that he plays without being able to throw at least a football at least sometime. Because those hits they keep adding up. And the one thing that I'll say is that when you look at how he got tackled in the NBA, in the NFL, like if Tom Brady took the hits that he took, they would have put those guys in jail.
That's funny.
They would have put those guys in jail. But with Cam, like he took hits like a running back. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll hear more. We'll hear more of it as the coming weeks go by. But I just find it weird that he would be in this type of situation, at least with his stature.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, they obviously they don't know any better. I think it's actually very sad that you would see something like this, because when you have someone who is probably part of your community, someone who made money, and someone who's probably giving back, to community. Like I don't know, a lot of guys
he definitely has.
Yeah, so a lot of guys, who play, football, give back to the community, give, children gifts and things like that. It's kind of sad that after all of that, you still decide to disrespect him and you decide to commit physical harm, to Cam Newton, and I think that's very unfortunate. But I think part of it is like you said, when he talked about Purdy, and he talked about Tua, and a lot of things that he had said in recent past, like how he was talking about how women should be quiet, and I know he had a lot of backlash when he had said that, and because people thought that he was being sexist, and I personally believe that he has probably generated a lot of hate, or disdain, or people who just just hate him because of all the stuff that he has been saying over the years in social media and currently too. So I think maybe that has something to do with it. But even if all of that is legit and that was the case, it still doesn't justify for wanting to hurt the guy, because he still give back to your community anyway. So it's just sad, and it's unfortunately that we still have a bunch of idiots out there who all they want to do is just hurt someone else. So,
well, I mean, they did a bad job with that because he was tossing them dudes left and right,
which is good. I mean, you're facing a football player. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. All right. So Rodolphe, shout out to you, bro. He said, didn't he say game management is not derogatory? Yeah, he did say that. But normally, when someone calls a quarterback a game manager, it's always normally referred to as derogatory because it pretty much shows that that the quarterback needs other players to be successful. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so let me also do this real quick. Next topic. Why is this thing not sharing? The 4 games Microsoft announced. Now, I feel like we've been talking about this for 2 weeks, right? Now, they did their update last week, and they refused to say the 4 games that were supposed to be coming out on multi-platform, right? They didn't mention it. They mentioned the games that weren't coming there, but they didn't announce the games that were coming out. I feel like the next day it came out, they announced on social media the games that were coming out.
Oh, you felt that way?
No, it happened the next day.
Oh, after the interview, right?
Yeah, no, after our podcast.
Oh, after our podcast, okay.
Yeah. So you're telling me that they just now decided, okay, these are the 4 games? No, they've been new. But they didn't want to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of that, these are the 4 games that they're gonna be premiering. Pentiment. Well, I think these games are out now. Like Pentiment's out now. So if you want to try it out, I'm not gonna try it. But if anyone else, is out right now. Hi-Fi Rush gonna be coming out on March 19th. Grounded is gonna be coming out on April 16th, and Sea of Thieves is gonna be coming out April 30th. So within the next couple months, 4 of Xbox's games are going to be on PlayStation, and a couple of them going to be on the Switch. So, which one of these games that you said you were interested in?
You're gonna probably laugh, but I'm actually interested in playing Grounded.
Okay.
And only one reason why I want to play it, and that's because ever since I was a kid, I was a huge fan of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
Huge fan. I would like the original one, like the ones where I think they got shrunk and behind the garden. I think by the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
They got shrunk. I didn't care too much about Honey, we shrunk ourselves, or Honey, I blew up the kid. Like I didn't really care too much. I mean, I liked them. I enjoyed them when I was a kid. But the first one, like that, has a piece of my heart. I love the first movie. Okay. Really, 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 really love the first movie. And the fact that you actually get to experience that in the video game, I want to try it out.
Okay, I get it. I get it. I personally don't give a shit about the game. The game looks ugly to me, but it is what it is.
But when you think about it, there really hasn't been that many games out there. I mean, I know Zelda the Minish Cap is somewhat you could shrink and then but you can't really explore that much, when you are a little tiny Link, you know what I'm saying? But like with this one, it's like an open world thing where you could experience it. So I'm actually going to try it out. Is it going to be like a first day buy for me? No. I need to know how much it costs first.
Okay. Like to me, the best game on here is Hi-Fi Rush. And I played a couple. I played a couple of levels of it. So I like I said, these games are gonna be coming out, and this is not gonna be the end. Like I'm just letting Xbox dudes know now. This is not gonna be the end. They're gonna continue.
And I'll be real honest with you. I have no idea what Pentiment is. Like, can I see like a trailer or gameplay footage of what that game is? I have no idea what that is.
Let me see if they have it here.
And I meant to actually look it up earlier today, but I just got busy today. I couldn't do it. Grounded, I looked up. That one, like I said, I want to play that game.
All right, let me see if I can find a video.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that's pretty much.
while you're looking for the video, for me to see,
Mhm.
you're not interested. You're not interested in Sea of Thieves?
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely.
I'm actually curious why you're not interested. Go ahead.
Why would I be interested? Why would I be interested?
I mean, I don't know why, but because I don't know. I just figured, okay, it's something that maybe you probably will want to try at the very least.
No, dude. If I wanted to play these games, yeah, this is Pentiment. If I wanted to play these games, I would have played them on Xbox, because I can play these games anytime I want. But like I said before, I don't play dog shit, and a lot of these games look like dog shit. I mean, Sea of Thieves is dog shit. I would never play that game.
This is the game.
Yeah, this is Pentiment. The game is highly reviewed. It's a highly critically acclaimed game.
Doesn't sound like you're interested.
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay, so what is this game about? Do you have any idea?
I have no clue. All I know is that it's a coloring book. It's a graphic novel type game.
Okay, graphic novel type of game. Yeah. I think I'll pass. Like I don't need to hear audio or anything to know if that game is appealing to me, and I don't think I'll be interested. Now, like I've said many times before, I do want to experience different things in video games, but this one just does not have my interest, whatsoever. I'm sorry, but and I would also say this. You said that you don't think this is the end. Okay. You say you don't think that this is the end. Here's the thing that I want to say when it comes to this. I believe that Microsoft is trying to insult our intelligence. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I expected now look. If you are going to offer us 4 additional games, and then you're gonna say, "Oh no, we don't want to reveal." When they said that they were not going to reveal what the games were, I thought these were going to be AAA titles. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to be AAA titles. Like, well, why in the world are you going to withhold that kind of information? And then and to find out, you just offering us the Sea of Thieves. Now, Hi-Fi Rush, I know you really want to play that game. Like I know.
No, I played it.
Oh, you already played the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have an Xbox. You have an Xbox. Yeah. How is the game?
No, it's a good game. I didn't finish it, but it's a good game.
Would you say it's better than Jet Set?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's a good game.
Okay. Then I'll take your word for it, and I'll probably give the game a try. But like these are not good games. These are not games that I'm just gonna go all ooh gaga and say, oh wow, this is incredible. Wow, look at these games that they're bringing into other platforms. Like this is what you're trying to offer to the fan base. I mean, look, if you're trying not to upset the Xbox hardcore audience, then okay, then don't give us anything, because there's absolutely nothing you expect Sony owners, Nintendo owners to be a fan of these 4 games. Right? These games are not special. If you're not going to offer us, AAA titles, then don't offer us anything. Like I don't see anything so good about these games. These games are not system sellers. These games are not AAA titles. These are just just regular small just regular games in my opinion. So I mean, look, if you're not gonna give us Halo, if you're not gonna give us Gears or anything like that, then no, I'm not interested. I actually expected Redfall was going to be one of those games. That's what I thought. I thought one of them was going to be Redfall, but yeah, clearly I was wrong. But overall, these games are just like, okay, all right. Thanks anyway. But No, I'm not. These are not first day buys for me. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna get grounded. I'm gonna try that one. I'm gonna try that one. But as far as the others, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Let me read some comments. Retrospective Jay, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Retrospective Jay, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's been a while, man. Like it's been a while. Isn't retrospective? Isn't retrospective Jay Nintendo gamer?
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been, retrospective Jay? Where have you been, bro?
All right.
Glad you're here.
Multi ask Ryan Mills in the chat. How you doing? How's Halo? How now Halo will come to Nintendo? I would be surprised if it doesn't at this point. Okay, so Jay, you said I'm going to go live in 15 to 20 minutes. I actually am doing a tier list for the first time. Or definitely good luck with that. Good luck with that, bro.
Oh man, I want to see that.
Yeah, Red2399. What's good, y'all? How you doing, man? How you doing?
What's up? What's up? 399. I like that. 399. Cool. Oh yeah, and by the way, so since Hoobie's going down to all the comments, just so you all, if you could just do us a quick favor, and I know so many other videos that you guys watch actually the same thing, but since we are we're trying to get up, our subscriptions to go up, so if you guys could give us a like and subscribe if you haven't, and share this podcast, to whatever other platform that you use. Whether if it's, and I usually say this at the end, but since we have some newbies up in here, it would be really appreciated if you just give us a quick like. I know it's annoying, but it would definitely help the channel out. Much appreciated. Go ahead.
So you're gonna do top classic games? Well, that's interesting. I would like to see that.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. Now, when you say classic games, do you mean just like Super Nintendo and Nintendo games?
No, arcade classic games. So Centipede and Pac-Man and
only arcades. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Rudolphi correctly says it's very rhythm based. So yeah.
That's why you're saying it's not better than Jet Set, because it's rhythm based.
Yeah, I don't. No, it's not that. It's just Jet Set Radio is one of the greatest games of all time. This is like Hi-Fi Rush is fine. It's a good game. Hoovie only plays fighting games, first-person shooters, and sports games. You know what? I also play action-adventure games. Action game, basically. Let me rephrase that. I play action games.
You do?
Everything else is yeah.
Okay.
But everything else is pretty much on point.
Yeah, that's true. You don't like RPGs?
No.
Oh no, you forgot racing, Rudolphi, but maybe that considered as sports, I guess.
I mean, all right, so critical job, he says he just got off work, switch to delay to next year. I would hold off on those rumors.
Why?
Like,
what is it that you know that I don't know?
No, because like we don't know we don't even know what the next console is. So I'm not gonna feed into a rumor that I have no idea what's going to happen. So I'd rather.
But it sounds like you're saying that that critical drop is wrong about this info.
No, I've heard about the rumor too, but my thing is that you can't delay something that was never announced.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from.
All right, so Ratu said that long time. I'm here to hear the spicy takes, especially what y'all think of Capcom Cup. And Multi, I have a Switch. Steve has, we both have Switches.
Yeah.
The thing is that I didn't watch Capcom Cup. I completely forgot. But Steve
and I'm still disappointed. That thing was on for over a week. How is that you forgot something? Like you never saw it on Twitter or on your YouTube feed?
I think I saw a mention on Twitter, but that's it. That's really it. I mean, Rudolphi said the same thing. He missed it. He missed it. I missed it too. And I do. I will have this. I will have the online subscription activated soon. I'll have mine activated soon. So yeah. Did you see this game? Project L 2XKO.
Project L. No.
Let me get the trailer. In the meantime, you can talk about you can talk about Capcom Cup.
Well, I'm actually interested to know what that thing is.
All right. Well, while I get it, you talk about Capcom Cup.
And then when you get it, now we have to go back and talk about that. All right, fine.
That's how a podcast works, Steve.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Capcom Cup was a phenomenal tournament. Now, like I said before, the tournament was practically over a week long. So I didn't watch anything. I did pay attention, like to the top 16, and I think like the top, like even a little bit before that. I was watching, these guys play. And as far as the Capcom Cup goes, there were some, actually shocking moments for me. And there's actually additional info that I actually would like to share when Hoovy gets back, because I want to share this, because I posted this stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, sure. No. Yes, Rudolphi, it is the League Fighter. Yeah. And Ratsu said the same thing. Have you guys played Super Mario Wonder? I played a demo. When they put it down in price, then I'll probably try to go get it. But it has to go down in price. I'm not spending $50 on it.
No, if you're not going to spend 70 or 60, that's understood. But I think 50 is a fair price.
No, it gotta be at least 40 or below.
40 or below on a Mario game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like Mario is a big deal. Why should they go that low?
I don't want to spend $50 on a Mario game.
Yeah, that's not good, man. All right, Happy. No, I think you just don't want to give Mario the credit that it deserves. But what was I going to say? Hang on a second.
Let me share something.
Let me share this real quick.
All right. While you look for that, let's play the trailer for Project L.
All right.
First thing first, I do like the art style. When it comes to 2D fighters, art style is very important. So like I said, I don't play League of Legends, so I don't know who any of these characters are.
I've seen people play it. I know Soul loves games like that. So I think I'm familiar with him. Yeah, I'm familiar with him. I don't know his name, but I'm familiar with him. Let me see who else I'm familiar with. Because every time when I will go over to Soul's house, that he is on that computer screen. The game looks good though. I'm not gonna lie, the game looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. It definitely looks good.
Rewind it like midway.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
What are you trying to see?
I'm trying to see if I remember these characters. I can't. But this game was actually good. I'm actually want to try this game out. Wow. So yeah. So thanks 399. Like the game looks phenomenal. The game looks phenomenal. But anyway, I wanted to share this right here. Okay, where are you? Right here it is. So this is what I had shared on Twitter. And this was pretty much the top, the top 8. And I couldn't watch every single one of these, but I did watch a few. Like obviously, I watched the grand finals. I watched Chris Wrong and DCQ, and I also watch Lisa versus Zing. I think I can never keep forgetting how to say this dude's name. Gotcha Kun. That was a good fight. This one was a good fight. And who else was a good fight? I had another bracket somewhere. This one was okay. Like Uma, he surprised me more than everybody else, and the reason why was that when you look at the tier list, and I'm going to show the tier list too. When you look at the tier list, the top guys is Ken, JP, and Luke. He didn't pick those guys. Uma. He won the whole entire thing with jury, which was very surprising. Like it surprised a whole lot of people because when you look at the character presentation, you see a lot of people choosing either Luke, Ken, and JP. Now let me see if I have it on here. I think I have it on here. Let me see. Let me X this out. Hold on. Let me escape from this thing. So once again, shout out to Uma. He won a $1 million by winning in the Capcom Cup. Now this as you remember, this was the tournament that I wanted you, me, Soul, and James to participate in, and all of you guys, said no. And next year, there's going to be another $1 million. Whoever wins first place in next year's tournament, which I think is going to happen. I think they changed the month. I think it's going to be in June, I believe. I have to double check. This is a tournament that I want to participate in, not participate in, but I actually want to go and watch. I want to watch live. I don't know if I'll have the money.
Where did this take place in?
I forgot exactly where. I forgot exactly where it took place. But here, this is the part that I thought was very, very important. So shout out to Cat Cammy. She brought up the whole entire stat sheet of the character's usage, right? So this is what she showed. Let me try to bring it up. Now pay attention to this graph here. So in the top 48, obviously those are the ones that's in pink. In the top 16, I think that's like an ivory beige, type of color, and obviously in the top 8, you see everything in blue.
Yeah. Now,
nearly just about every character was selected, with the exception of these three. Jamie, Honda, and Akai or AKI, whatever how you say it. It's Akai, right? Aki?
Yeah. I call it Aki.
Yeah. So the reason why this has shocked a lot of people was because we're talking about $1 million here. And for $1 million, nobody choose any of these characters. So clearly they need to give these characters a boost because they were never picked in the whole entire tournament. In the whole tournament, no one selected these guys even once. Not one time. Now, as you get closer to the tournament, when the tournament starts to wane, in the top 8, these were the only characters that were selected. You had Jury, you had Chun-Li, you had JP, Ken, and Luke. But as you can see, Luke was actually picked the most, more than everybody else on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one. That's one. Let me show you the other. Let me show you the other screen. Share it.
Nothing will ever beat a Japanese Evo. It was Tekken 7. This is when Leroy just came out. 6 out of the 8 in the top 8 picked Leroy.
In Tekken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then that's when they realized that they had to nerf him.
Okay, so I looked at a couple websites, and I was and I looked on Reddit, and I looked at on a couple other websites. So Street Fighter 6 could easily serve as a flashpoint for the fighting game community. It garnered rave reviews upon release, broke records for registration at major tournaments, and has already been landed as one of the best entries of the series. So with half of the year since 2024, Horizon, we decided to take a look at the stats of the characters in Street Fighter 6. We'll discuss which character need work and, blah, 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 blah. So as you can see here, Luke, Ken, and JP, are pretty much on the S tier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the one who took a really big dive was Chun-Li, because I remember she used to be like around here, like somewhere in the top 3 and in the A tier. I think she took a huge
Dude, she's
dip.
still A tier. What are you talking about?
Well, remember, the highest tier is on the far left side. This right here is not equal. Even though they're in the A tier, this is not equal. Like out of the A tier, Jury is the strongest out of this group.
Okay, I don't do my tiers that way, but okay.
Yeah, and the same thing now with S tier. When I was discussing this with Soul earlier this morning, he pretty much believes that JP should be up front ahead of Luke.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I don't necessarily care, but the reason why he's been getting so much, why you could be so much dominant is because now you don't have to zone with him anymore. You don't have to just shoot projectiles all day and constantly try to get space. He has this counter move now. I forgot what the move is called, but now he has this counter move, and he also have like a lot of his pokes, a lot of his footsies. You could utilize that without constantly using his special moves. And obviously, the same thing with Ken, where you could use a lot of his pokes, especially his down and medium crouch kick. They use that move a lot when it comes to footsies, when it comes to Ken. Like they use that, a lot. This one disappointed me when it comes to Zangief, because I love using Zangief. But this is what I had told Soul when the game came out, and a lot of people agree with me. They need to insert the green hand back to Zangief. They have to. This guy, as much as I like to use him, pretty much with Zangief, he's almost a bad matchup for everybody, because the guy could barely ever get close. All you need to do is have pretty much a neutral jump, and then you can't catch anybody when you're using Zangief. They have to bring the green hand back to Zangief in order for you to use him effectively. At least in my opinion, he's constantly been either in the C tier or in the D tier. I don't ever remember him being in the B or A for that matter. He's too low. You can't have a guy who's a bad matchup, for everybody. Like come on, like seriously, Capcom. Like you need to insert the green hand back. Now,
what about Lily?
Hmm?
What about Lily? She's in the same tier.
Yeah, she's in the same tier, but I haven't, to be honest with you, I never used her. I haven't used her not one time yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't used her yet. So I don't know. I'm not gonna, say that, oh yeah, they need to do this for her, but I never use her. Like you use her, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of her?
I mean, she plays like T-Hawk.
Okay. Well, but let me see. Okay, so you have Ken, Luke, JP are runaway and the top tier. There's a big number of characters in the middle, which bodes well for long-term balance. Grapplers like Akai currently struggles in the meta. Right, so best of the best. So here you go, Ken, JP, and Luke. Let me see if there's anything else that's important for me to share. Let's see. Yeah, here. This is the one I was talking about before. With JP, his zoning control is incredible. He's got normals that stuff any attempts to jump-ins on him. Also, his amnesia super allows him to counter. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about, where he's able to counter any attack that touches him, meaning that if you're too aggressive up close, JP can snuff out your offense. This adds on top of being able to confirm into his level 3 critical art from full screen, and you arguably the most deadly zoner in Street Fighter history. So that's the problem with JP. He pretty much could use any type of zoning he wants, like the way Ken, Ryu, and Gal could do, or you could use him, close range, like as if he's like as if he's a grappler. Like you could get close and you could still do a lot of damage with JP. So a lot of people dislike him because they think he has he's well, you could be aggressive with him whether he's far away or if he's near your opponent, and a lot of people believe that that's unfair. But to me, I think it's fine. To me, I think it's fine. Now, this video that I wanted to show, let me see. Can you see this video?
Hold on. Yeah, share the video.
Okay, hang on.
While you do that, Malta said that Mario is the face of gaming. Ratu said that the game that Project L is a free to play game. That's interesting. He said some characters are from Netflix Arcania, and yeah.
Hang on. Keep talking. My computer's running slow.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me ask you. Randy. Randy, can you hear me? Do you find it weird? Well, I don't know how to answer this question without being inappropriate. Would you have relations with a girl you watch grow up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not talking about when you do it now. I'm talking about when you grow up. When she grows up. Yeah, it would be weird, right? Yeah. Yeah. Understood. You still looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ask tough questions here, people. I gotta ask a tough question. That's that R. Kelly. I don't. Here's the thing. R. Kelly's not waiting. That dude's not waiting. He'll tell you. Listen, I'll pay off some people. You're gonna tell everyone that you're 18, and we're good. Right.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, my apologies, for the slowdown. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but it's pretty much slow. So shout out to this guy. Like I like watching his channel.
Rewind it from the beginning. Not from the beginning, but rewind it from that moment.
Yeah. Right here. So obviously, Uma, obviously you can see he's using, Jury again. Mm-hmm. And yeah, she definitely, stuns him, and oh my gosh, she's just like Uma, he is very, very good. He is very, very good. Now, as this, continues to play, who I was really shocked that lost, so quickly was Menard. He's the one that shocked me. Menard. He's the one that won CEO.
Oh, you mean Menard RD?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't I say his name, Menard?
No, I know him as Menard RD.
Oh, okay. Menard RD. Okay, yeah. I think he lost against Fudo. Now I don't have the video, but he was all the way down to 13th place. Well, I mean, which is not bad. I mean, you're still in top top 6, top 16.
But yeah, but he was a beast in Street Fighter 5 though.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah.
And didn't he win the original Street Fighter 6 tournament at Evo? Who won Evo in Street Fighter 6? No, okay, you know, I think it was either Angry Bird or Big Bird. It was one of those. It was one of the birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so so look, look, you lost against Fudo. Like, Fudo is really, really good. Fudo is really, really good. So I'm not really, I shouldn't, be surprised. It's just that, my goodness, bro, like I would expect him to be in the top 8, especially when he won, CEO last year. I expected him, to be, in the top 8. And let me also give a shout out to, to Gachikun, bro. I mean, I don't think I have the video, but bro, the way that dude uses Rashid, it's just so phenomenal. You know that move that Rashid has, that super with that whirlwind, comes out on the screen, and it travels, to your opponent, bro. The different ways how that dude could use Rashid is just crazy. Like, for one, he'll purposely just spam the the whirlwind, and what he would do, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this before. He would do a crossover. He would do a crossover. So now the opponent is between you and the whirlwind. So it's like you're pretty much stuck. Like, there's really nothing you can do. If you try to attack, you either will get attacked by Rashid, or you get attacked by the whirlwind until it finally dissipates. And he also utilizes him by, like, let's say if you're in the corner, oh my gosh. Once you're in the corner and he uses that move, like, you're pretty much done. You're pretty much done. Like, like, Gachikun, like, that dude knows how to use Rashid. And I think Rashid is one of your favorite characters, I think, isn't he?
No, but I like using Rashid.
Yeah, he likes using Rashid. Now, question I have for you: would you ever go to a Capcom tournament and watch it live?
Watch it live, yes. Not, I thought you were gonna say compete in it.
No.
Because Critical Drop says it here, and this is what we're trying to tell you. And none of us are ready for Capcom Cup. It's the World Cup of Street Fighter, Evo, CEO, many others, and basically the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, etc.
He said none of us are ready for Capcom Cup.
None of us.
It's the World Cup of Street Fighter. I would say Evo is like the main one. I think the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals, if you ask me. I think Evo is the one that's like the WrestleMania for gaming. I would think. So I would understand why you wouldn't want to partake in Evo, but not wanting to partake in CEO or Capcom Cup. Yeah, bro. I think we should absolutely try. I think we should absolutely try. But as far as Hoobie goes, he's not gonna try to compete in none of it. I guarantee you, he's not gonna try to compete in none of it. I think it's at least it's worth a try, bro. We're talking about $1 million here in the Capcom Cup, and even if you don't win, if you could, if you're in, I think, like 41th place, you win like $2,000. You're still able to win something just for the sake of participating. Like,
how many people do you think is competing in this thing?
I guarantee you, it's more. I don't know. It's a lot, a whole lot,
more than 48. If you think you could just hop on board and just do the tournament, then go ahead. Like, congratulations, but I'm not doing that.
I mean, I guess, but overall, I really love the tournament. Like, I think it's a tournament that every single one of us should watch live. And if you're down for it, Hoobie, we should definitely plan to go. If you're actually down,
we gotta find out where it is first.
Look, we have all until next year to figure that out. We have all until next year to figure that out. All right, go ahead and read some more comments, because I can't find the video that I wanted to show.
All right. Rodolphe saying that we some Shannon Sharps. Malta calling it a night. Have a good night, bro. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Let me see. Ratu said that men are oh, hold on. Let me read this. Yeah, not without time and practice, a lot of practice. Mena RD placed 13th in Capcom Cup.
Yeah.
Mena is top 3 in the world. His pools was full of killers compared to Safe and Dual Kevin. He said that he won the Capcom League with his crew for 80K. He said yes, Evo is the largest tourney for multiple fighting games. Capcom Cup is solely for the developers for Street Fighter.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Didn't Evo have over 60K entrants? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Critical Job said that it's in California. This event.
Okay, would you go to California?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna travel to watch the tournament, I'm gonna do Evo first before I do Capcom Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And Shankster, what's going on, bro? Evo had 8K entrance. So 8K entrance, and you're talking about 48th place get 20K.
No. I have it right here. What's going on, Shankster? You barely ever chat on this live feed, man. I'm glad you're here though.
Are we Shankster, are we good for March? What day did I say? March 9th? Are we good for March 9th? Let me know.
Oh, for the game night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I told you on the Discord, or not on Discord, but on the WhatsApp, and we were good.
Mm-hmm.
That we were good. Yeah, he says March 9th. March 9th is good. So yeah, so look at this prize pool here. Then this will be the last thing, and then you go, because I know you didn't really watch the tournament, so I know it's.
I'll over the week I'll watch some matches.
Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. So obviously, Uma, $1 million. Second place wins 300. Gachikun 20. NL wins 100. And then that's where do you see a drastic increase from 100,000 just to 10,000. Kawada and Safe, it's from 7th to 8th. They win 7,000. I can't pronounce his name. Fudo and Phenom. Yeah,
Kusanagi, my bad. I think I said it correctly.
Check. I tried. I can't do it. If you could do it, then kudos to you. I can't pronounce some of these names. But yeah, 9th to 12th wins 5,000. So look at these prize winnings. You don't have. I mean, obviously you still have to do great, but if you made it to 41th place, you win $2,000. Pretty much your money back. So yeah, I mean, I think with this prize pool, do I think it's at least worth a shot for you, me, and Soul, to try this out? Absolutely. I'm happy winning, $2 or $4,000, in this tournament. If I actually make it that far, I'll gladly, win, in this tournament. And Soul, like I told you, Soul, I told you that JP, was a beast, bro. You and I, had this debate, back in last year when we went to CEO. That dude, JP, is a beast. That dude is a beast. Like, he is crazy. Like, you could zone with that dude. You could be in close range. That dude's a monster. And yeah, and shout out to Nephew and Nokudu. Like, yeah, they did really good. And Mena RD, again, I was very shocked that he was in 13th place when he lost against Fudo. But yeah, at least he made it to the top 16. So that's really good. Overall, I think the Capcom Cup was a fantastic tournament. Again, I couldn't watch everything. The event was over a week long, so there was just no way I could watch everything, because I have work, I have other obligations, and I'm sure you and Saul, same thing, and the rest of you guys that's in the chat. But if you ever get a chance to watch some of this stuff, watch it. Like, it was a phenomenal tournament. Any last thoughts on movie?
No, I mean, like, I didn't watch the tournament, but I'll definitely watch. But To see where we're at right now when it comes to the prize pools is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and next year is going to be another $1 million prize pool. So, yeah, I see you got some more comments here.
Yeah, I do. Let me just I do have something to comment on with critical drops in a second. Okay. So where we at? So critical drop asked me if I'm gonna watch Sting's last match. Yeah, I am. I posted in the chat, so you know.
You are gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shanks said that qualifying for Capcom Cup is not easy. You have to win the qualifier tournaments. It's not an open tournament like Evo. So
I'm actually surprised Evo is easier to get into than the Capcom Cup. That's a big surprise to me.
The top 500 in Street Fighter 6 is killers. Rudolph said that.
No. I was gonna say no. You're right. Redsu 399. But here's the argument that I had used against Soul and against James when we had our game night. I said that if you notice, there's a lot of newbies, that has been winning, tournaments. So I truly believe that if these guys could do it, I think we can too if we actually put in the work. If we actually put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see Justin Wong and Daigo and Fudo and Mumachi and Daka. You don't see these guys winning tournaments anymore. Like the newbies are the one that's winning these tournaments now. But if we don't put in the work, we're never going to know if we would even have the opportunity to qualify. If we're just going to dismiss everything and not even try, then we're the ones that's going to miss out because we didn't even try first. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Louis.
Okay. JP, because you like laming. I'm guessing.
Hey, look. Riddler. I already showed you the tier list. He's up there and S tier. So I'm not just saying it, just to say it. He's up there in the tier list.
Let me see. Oh, Rasta said if we're talking worldwide to come to Evo or any other fighting game, you'll drown in pools. That's why Capcom is the real Super Bowl final battle. Like I said, time and practice. So you're still holding out. You're still holding out that you can just go into a random tournament and do well.
I believe if you Redso 399, Soul, Big James, and if we actually put in the work and practice like how we're supposed to, and not just play when we just do game night, we actually go out there and put in the work, then yeah, I think we'll do well. At the very least, try it first. But if you're just gonna sit there and say, no, I'm not even going to bother, well then that's when you for surely will never know. That's all.
Olhef's still playing win, but experience and legacy skill is a big factor. Some players put in work hours per day.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Okay. So Big James is versus 299. Big James, you put in hours when it comes to video games. You put in hours, and so does Hoovy 186 over here, my partner in crime here. You guys put in hours. If you guys would put all the other games aside, like I would try to tell Hoovy 186 here, if you guys would just put in all the other games aside and just practice with just 1 or 2 games, I think you guys would do fine. If and it's a big if you put the same amount of work that these other guys do. Now you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, you know what I'm saying? So like you could put in the work. Slow could put in the work. Hoovy 186 could put in the work. You guys just choose not to. That's why. And it's okay if you choose not to. But don't sit here and say, oh, we don't stand a chance. You haven't even put in the work first to see if you could try. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And of course, Hoopy186 disagrees, but that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, man. All right, do the last topic. This is you.
What was the last topic again? Oh, Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Okay, look, there's only 3 games I'm interested in Nintendo Direct. There's only 3 games I'm interested in. And I'm gonna show you what they are right here. Let me see.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me know when you can see this. Share screen. Big James said something. He said, yes, I'm top 50 in battle for the grid, and that's from legacy skill. Put in maybe 10, 12 hours per day, and yeah, I'd win. And be this guy said and be homeless. You mean to tell me that everybody that participates in these tournaments are not working? You really expect me to believe that all these guys who participates in CEO or Combo Breaker or Evo or the Capcom Cup, you mean to tell me that none of those guys are working for at the full time? Come on, Big James, man. Like
you think that these guys are working full time at their regular jobs? There's no way they can do that and do what they do. I just don't think so.
Okay, so you wait, hold on. So he said that there was like 6,000 participants, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So all 6,000 are not working? You think that all 6,000 of these people are not working at jobs?
Maybe not. Like I said, I don't know, but you think that we can do that?
Yeah, you play video games all the time after work.
Okay, but I don't do it. I don't do it competitively.
Come on, Ruby. Let me see. Retsu 399. Some work regular 9 to 5, and some stream the game 24/7. Well, yeah, that's part of work though. See, I think what you and Hoovy186 is trying to do is trying to keep streaming separate from a regular day job. I still consider those things the same. Why? Because when let's say you're streaming, let's say you have a big channel in Zelda. I'm just using Zelda as an example. It's obviously a big title, it's a big AAA game. If part of your job is to stream a Zelda game or a Call of Duty game, that's still taking time away from your Street Fighters, from your Tekkens, or from your Smash. It's still taking time away, from that, the same as if it was a regular 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? So so if somebody is streaming 24 hours, that's still taking time away from Street Fighter or whatever fighting game you're trying to participate in tournaments. I still view that as the same.
Rasta says some work regular 9 to 5 and some stream the game 24/7. Strengthster said that Knuckle Punk, Minna RD do Street Fighter full time. Nephew actually has a full time job.
Okay, there you go. Nephew has a full time job. So don't say you're moving one. So don't say you're having Hoopy186 telling me, oh, there's no way that you could do it. Nephew did it.
All right, I'm saying I'm not doing that. Shout out to Nephew. I'm not doing that. If you're trying to be in the top 100, you're dedicating your life to it. Bro, I used to stream don't make assumptions. The point is that it's a lot of work.
Streaming, yes. I didn't say streaming was easy. That's why I said I think streaming in any game, well, I don't care what game it is, streaming in any game, to me, is still equivalent of you working to a 9-to-5 job. That's what I'm saying.
All right, can we talk about Nintendo Direct?
All right. Okay, so here we are. This is the last topic for today, and let me just share with you guys the games that I'm actually interested in playing. Most of these games I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in most of these games. But here it says, after it was revealed late last week that Xbox was planning to release 4 of its previous first-party games onto other platforms, today Nintendo Direct revealed that Obsidian games titles grounded. Obsidian?
Yeah,
okay.
Obsidian.
All right. Games titles Grounded and Pentiment are coming to Nintendo's hybrid console. Let me see what's up. Okay, so Super Ball Monkey Game is coming this June. A game I don't care about. Do you want to?
No. If you don't care about the game, just skip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we can skip Star Wars. Yeah, I'm not interested in Star Wars. We can skip now. This is the one that did pique my interest. This is the one that actually piqued me because I'm a huge Battletoads fan, and I'm a huge Killer Instinct fan. You like Killer Instinct also, so they revealed these two. Now I don't know if you knew about this, but there's only one problem that I have, and it's gonna reveal it to you at the end.
Oh, you're adorable.
Oh crap! Yeah, we'll wait till the stupid advertisement is finished. Come on, man, hurry up.
These games are available today. You can play them with an active Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Do you have any thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna be reactivating my subscription. The only game I want to play is Killer Instinct. That's really it.
Okay, that's it. That's all you care about.
Yeah, I just care about Killer Instinct. That's it.
Okay, well, I care about Killer Instinct and Battletoads. Battletoads was actually one of my favorite games. The only problem I have with it, the game is so hard.
Yeah,
the game is extremely hard. You know what I did one time? You know, when I borrowed Ryan Meadows' Xbox. Mm-hmm. What I would do, because I don't know if you remember, but you could actually save the game.
Yeah, at some point, save states. Yeah.
Yeah,
you could do that on the Switch right now. You could do that on the Switch.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so what I would do is, whenever I would anticipate the part where I would lose, I would purposely save right at that moment, and if I would die, then when I would lose all my lives, like it didn't matter because I would just respawn to the area where I had saved. Because the game was just too hard. Till this day, I have yet to beat that game. So Battletoads and Killer Instinct are the two games that I'm definitely interested in. These other two games, absolutely not. I don't know what they are, and I'm not interested. But as you can see,
back when Rare was good. So
yeah, back when Rare was good. Yeah. So Killer Instinct, Battletoads, and Battle Maniacs. Super Nintendo. Snake Rattle, which I'm not interested in. Will be available on Switch Online players. Switch Online plus expansion pack subscriptions will also have access to Nintendo 64 Blast Corps. No, okay. Mickey, not interested. Okay. No, not interested. Endless, no, not interested. No. Now, South Park, I think I'm probably going to try this game out. Only because not only, it's South Park, bro. Like it's South Park. Like they have the original voice actors on here. And I also believe that the game is gonna, make me laugh, as I'm playing along. So I'm gonna try this game out.
You don't have to play the trailer.
Gosh. This is driving me crazy. Go ahead.
You don't have to play the trailer.
Okay. Are you interested?
No, not really. I think this is going to be an RPG. Nah.
No, it's actually an adventure game.
Oh, 3D co-op game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can show it. You can show it.
Okay. This guy was going to dismiss the game. Go ahead.
No, because the Stick of Truth was an RPG, and look, I love South Park, but I'm not gonna play an RPG. I'm not gonna play in the South Park RPG. I just want to see how it is.
Come on, it's a snow day. Come on, Butters, let's go, Stan. Snow day, everyone.
Welcome to South Park. As the new kid,
All right, you're on now, new kid.
join Cartman, Stan, and the rest of the
I
gang
wonder
to
if
save
they
the
have
town in this co-op pack.
the difficulty to where the blacker you are, the more difficult the game is. I do wonder that.
Okay.
Game. Choose from a wide range of iconic South Park items and cosmetics to customize your character however you'd like. Once you're set, it's time for battle. Take on an avalanche of enemy factions in solo play or online co-op with up to 3 friends. Grab your gang and head into the fray in South Park Snow Day. Launching on Nintendo Switch March 26th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
It's a snow day, dude.
Yeah. So. So what are your thoughts?
It looks low budget, but I don't know. It could be fun. I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I remember that, like, someone had said, I forgot. I think it was Viacom. I think it was Viacom, and because they did say that there was going to be rumors of making in the South Park video games, and look, it actually came true. So that's the second one that I wanted to play, and I think the third one is this one I want to try out. So this game,
Ender Magnolia.
yeah. Now this game somewhat reminds me of Castlevania when you watch the gameplay. It has some horror elements into it. So I said to myself, you know what, this game looks okay. I actually like the graphic design. It's a 2D platformer. So this is the last game that's going to be on my list.
The Lexus ES didn't.
Oh, it's a sequel to a game that came out in 2001.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, here it is.
In this return to the Ender, a tale of destruction and renewal unfolds. In this return to the Ender Lily's world, this once flourishing country sits atop a wealth of buried magic. Homunculi, artificial life forms created as the country flourished, were meant to bring about a brighter future. As Lilac, you'll reluctantly bond with and journey alongside a homunculus who played a pivotal role in the country's demise. when the magic buried beneath the
No, I
surface
think I
became
saw some
corrupted.
gameplay footage of this.
Go ahead.
I think I saw some gameplay footage of this.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about it?
I mean, it looks interesting.
Oh, that's surprising. I did not expect to hear that. Oh, okay.
Citizens fled upward to escape its reach. But those who lacked power and wealth remained abandoned below. Along your journey, you'll battle rampaging homunculi. Upon liberating them, the creations will join you on your adventure, becoming your companions and lending their aid. What awaits Lilac and the homunculi at the end of their journey? Find out when Ender Magnolia bloom in the mist.
Now, as I was trying to learn more about the game, it talks about how she is pretty much trying to purify the homunculi, whatever they're called, the monsters, the beasts that are artificial life forms, and they're like fused with machines. Like it's just crazy, and like everybody went haywire because there was some type of like fumes, I guess, that altered their minds or their mentality or something like that, and everybody pretty much just went crazy. Machine, beast, monkey, like everybody, like they all just went nuts, and she's trying to restore everyone back to their original state. And I said, okay, that's a very compelling, interesting story. So I decided to give a shout out to this game. So that's pretty much it, though. Like as far as all the other games overall, like I'm not interested. I saw this, I'm like, no, I think I'll pass. Gundam Breaker, I'll pass, and that's pretty much it. Now,
Yeah, Rudolph said the Japanese direct was better.
You know what? Earlier this morning, Critical Drop said the exact same thing. He said to me, he said he even gave me the link. I just haven't had time to watch it. But if they have a Japanese version and it's better, and they have better games, I think that's just a disservice, for us. Mm-hmm. That's just a disservice for us, and I think it's very unfortunate that Nintendo is still does that, because I remember people used to sign petitions, to bring their games in Japan over to the US.
But can you play those Japanese games on your American Switch? That's the question. If you can, then it's not a big deal. If you can't, then I can understand it being annoying.
Yeah.
So that was the problem with the was it the Wii U? Was it the Wii U or the Wii U where they signed those petitions? I think it was the Wii U.
Yeah.
Because those games were region locked, so you couldn't play a Japanese. Like right now, if I bought a Japanese PlayStation 5 game, it'll work on the PS5 because the PlayStation is not region locked.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to assume that the Switch is not region locked.
You know what? I'm going to do some homework on that because that's important. Because I don't want to buy a game that's made in Japan and I can't play here and then just wasted my money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So but anyway, to close out, overall Nintendo Direct, I mean it was okay. 3 games, nah. I mean, none of the although I'm interested in 3. None of them are like first day one buys for me. They're not. Do I find them interesting? Yes. I do find South Park interesting. I never played, a South Park video game before. The Monkey Light game, I am interested in that one. And so I just feel like I think this could have been better. And if I would have to grade this, I would have to say Nintendo Direct is a C.
Okay. All right, let me read some comments, then we can get out of here. Rudolph said you can emulate those games. But where am I going to emulate them from? I don't have nothing that I can play those games emulated properly unless I hack my PlayStation, I hack my Switch, hack my Xbox. if I do any of those things. Yeah, and I don't really feel like doing any of those things. You know what I mean? So bring back. No one said bring back Forspoken. There's Forsaken.
Forsaken, yeah.
He liked the two South Park RPGs, and my new kid was black. I don't know. On that note, we'll get out of here.
I don't know what that means, Nolan, but I hope. I don't think it'll get us in trouble, but I have no idea what that means.
Emulation for PS1 down easy mode. Yeah, I've actually done that. I've actually done emulation on PS1.
Well, yeah, you did it on your classic.
No. I'm talking about on the actual PS1.
Oh,
Well, not emulation, but I did do this one thing to play Dragon Ball Z Final Bout.
Mm-hmm.
You had to do something real crazy with the console in order for it to work.
Oh, is that the one where you had to have a toothpick and you had to leave? You had to leave your.
I think you had to leave the top on. You had to keep
it open.
The top open. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to do some crazy thing with it, and it'll play the game. God, I miss old school console, man. I really do.
Dude, yeah, I remember trying to do that, and it never worked because I was so stupid. Like, I thought once you left it open, you put your disc in, you leave it open, you put the toothpick on the button that keeps the lid open, but then I would close it, and then I would close the lid back down, thinking it's going to work. But I didn't know that you had to leave it open. So every time I tried, it just didn't work for me. But it looks like it worked for you. But I wish I knew the science of why it works that way. I just wish I knew, but nobody could really explain to me how it works by leaving it open. I just don't know. It's pretty cool though. It was cool.
All right, so Nolan explained. You were talking about South Park. He was black, so I made South Park hard mode.
Okay, cool.
ISO disc swapper, good times. I do remember that. The amount of games I burnt PS1 and PS2.
Oh, I didn't know you could do it with the PS2 games. I had no idea. Like, I know Dreamcast, you were able to burn pretty much all of their games.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. But yeah.
All right, but on that note, let's get out of here. I know you got work tomorrow, and we did all the topics. So
yeah, we did all three, but look how late it is.
It's 11 o'clock. You'll be all right.
All six. We did all six, but look how late it was. So
no, you'll be all right, bro. Rudolphi, thank you for watching. Nolan, thank you for watching. Ruben, thank you for watching. James, thank you for watching. Soul, thank you for watching. I said Ruben already. Let's see. Malta, thank you for watching. Ryan Meadows, thank you for watching. F, thank you for watching. Rosemite, thank you for watching. Who else? Who else was there? Jay, thank you for watching. Retrospective Jay.
By the way, I am going to watch your tier list that you're going to showcase. Did he say it was today or tomorrow? He said it was today or tomorrow.
I thought he said you were going to do it later on today.
Okay, I'm gonna keep a lookout on that.
Oh yeah, but I need to send him a link to the Discord.
Do that. Yeah, make sure you do that. You do that. Yeah. Even though you barely see anything on it now.
No, I'd be lurking. Yeah. Same thing with Discord. I'd be lurking. Let me see. Who else was here? I think that Whitney. Thank you for watching. Come on. Okay.
I think you're missing one. I think you're missing three more people, or two.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a couple people too. Things acting stupid.
You want me to do the rest?
Joshua, thank you for watching.
There you go.
Ronald, thank you for watching.
Yes.
And yeah, that's it, man. But so thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week with another podcast. And I'm gonna go watch this rest of the Heat game. So
yeah, and yeah, so I appreciate all the feedback that you all some of you all been giving me about the videos. Malta, I took your what you said in consideration. I will do my best to bring the background music. I will lower it a little bit more because you mentioned that it was a little too loud. And so yeah, like all this stuff is what I need, to make sure that these videos go well. You know what I'm saying? Like I need feedback from you guys, and I actually appreciate it because I want to continue to make better videos, for you and for everybody else. So with all that being said, I'll see you all next week. Don't forget, give us a like, comment if you like, and share it on Twitter, IG, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is, so we can continue to do more. This is the Traditionalist 101 signing out, and have a good one.
Good night, guys.